Happy New Year. I hope you had a great night, enjoying the celebrations of 2025 going into 2026. And we started off just right, didn't we? We started it off. I mean, how much worse? And you all said, Alex, why are you complaining about the fact that we've sacked Poch? Because I said there is no process. That's why I didn't like Maresca's appointment. You clearly don't know how to pick a manager. You don't know how to back a manager. But we're going to follow Maresca. We're going to give him time. He's going to have all the time in the world. All the time in the world. No. And I tell you that the unfortunate truth, the sad truth about Chelsea, we're finished. We're done. We're done. We are so done. We are finished. We are finished. That's not even like me milking this situation. You know, people go, oh, Alex, you're milking it. You're milking it. When have you ever seen a football club be destroyed this quickly at the highest level? When? Man United, people talk about the Glazers. Took them flipping 20 years, 15 years. It was a slow, steady demise. Slow and steady. They were still winning Premier Leagues when the Glazers first took over. They were still signing big players. It's taken us not even 4 years. Not even 4 years. And this is where we are, guys. This is where we are. Honest to God, I am disgusted. I'm disgusted at the incompetence of the people running my football club. They're not even people. They're not people. Because people have morals. They have empathy, a bit of integrity. They care about their reputation. There must be some inkling of, oh, I wonder what the fans are going to think about this. The fans, the millions, the hundreds of millions of Chelsea fans around the world, oh, God. I'm just so done. I'm so done. So fucking done with this club. I'm so done with it. I did not get into this fucking channel and start running Chelsea Fan TV to talk about politics every week. That's not what I wanted to do. I got involved in Chelsea Fan TV basically when the takeover happened. All right, cool. I'm sure we can still have some success. They're still spending a lot of money. No. Spending money for what? To then make money. The only reason they spent money so quickly was because the clause in the Abramovich, in the contract from Abramovich, they had the Glazer clause. You had to spend that money before you could withdraw it. And now they've spent it quickly. They can do what they want. And they didn't spend it on ready-made players. They spent it on young, unproven kids, man. Young, unproven kids. This is... we are going to have a very busy day. And I'm a little bit upset. Well, I mean, why did you have to pick New Year's? Why? You know, I was meant to have a nice day. A nice, relaxing day. I said to Rachel, I said, listen, I'll make some food, whatever. We'll have a nice meal. Watch some Netflix, Stranger Things, all the rest of it. And I got to do this. I love talking about Chelsea, but I don't enjoy these streams. I don't enjoy making videos about this. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. As much as stability doesn't get views, it is nice to just talk about Chelsea and go, things are good. It's nice to jump on a podcast and say, what do you think about Chelsea at the moment? Yeah, I'm enjoying the way we play. I like the ambition. I like the tactics. I like the players. But no, we're back here again. Same every single time. It's worse than Abramovich in the sense of sacking managers. These guys came in preaching stability. Stability. And what do we have instead? Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Big up to everyone that's watching. I'm luckily I'm not as hungover as I thought I'd be, but I woke up, I rolled out of bed. I'm thinking, I look at my phone around, I don't know, 9 o'clock, and I'm seeing these things. Maresca could be sacked. He could be. All right, cool. You're having a meeting today. And then 12 o'clock, whatever it is, he's been sacked. What? What? Johnny was right. He was right. Fair play. Fair play. I mean, I've always despised Clear Lake. I've always despised them. But I just don't want to talk about it every week. I don't want to talk about it every week because that is not why I'm involved in this fan channel. But unfortunately, you just get dragged into this position every single time, every season, every single season. Last season was the best season that we will ever have with Clear Lake Capital running this football club with Egbali and Feliciano and these guys. This is the pinnacle. We have reached the pinnacle. Everybody who says it should be the standard, a Conference League and a Club World Cup, that is above the standard. We don't even know what standards are. We don't even know what they are. We don't even know what they are. This is, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This is ridiculous. Pablo, mate, I'm absolutely gutted. I can't see how any of this gets sorted. The owners have dead set destroyed it. Pablo, we're finished. We are finished. We're done. We are finished. I am so strongly against what's going on. I mean, people think I'm joking. I'm tempted to stop going. I'm tempted to stop going. I can't follow this club. There's no ambition. There's no drive. It's not sexy. It's shit. It's just shit, man. It is rubbish. I'm looking at the team. Who do we bring in that gets any more out of the dross than what Maresca has done? 2 trophies, 2 fucking trophies, and top 4. You got Champions League football as well. We're not even out of the Champions League race. And they've sacked him. But they didn't sack him for footballing reasons. This is the crazy thing. It wasn't for footballing reasons. It's politics. It's all politics, man. Every single time it's politics, it's politics, it's politics. Those of you who live in the UK, you know how politics is. You know. You don't want to talk about Labour, Reform, the Greens, flipping Lib Dems. You don't want to talk about it. But you have to. You have to. Because it just gets worse every year. And Chelsea are the same. That's what we're like. Honestly. It's like I've got... Yeah, I don't want to get too political, but it's like I've got the government running Chelsea. What are they doing right? What are they doing? What are they doing? I can't believe it. Now it makes sense, so it makes sense. We know why Palmer got substituted. We understand it. We know why Maresca was saying he had the worst 48 hours of his life. We understand it. It makes sense. Because it's true. It's true. He is not being given a license to make decisions. And when he was then just desperately looking for some responsibility, let me take ownership of my own team, let me have a little bit of control, what do? They take it away. They take it away. Fuck's sake. Honestly, man, I cannot. Yes. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know what? If he wants, no, I don't blame him. Sacked, walked. It's all the same. It's all the same. And there is one man to blame for this. There's one man. Hey, Barley. Hey, Barley. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The worst football owner in Premier League history ever. I'm sorry. Worse than the Glazers. Worse than the Everton owners before the takeover. Worse than fucking Tottenham. Worse than Tottenham. We have the worst owners in football. Full stop, period. Oh, God. Good riddance to terrible. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? How anyone can celebrate this? You don't understand what is going to happen. You don't get it. It hasn't fully processed in your mind. Because you're looking at a manager that can come in and you're going, give me a Glasner, give me this guy, give me that guy, people with experience. No, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. It's going to be even worse. It might be a League One manager this season. We might go even further down. We could be going, oh my. The shortlist last time was McKenna, Maresca, Thomas Frank. Do you realize it gets worse? It gets even worse. It does not improve. Whatever happens, regardless. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. This isn't even like I'm shocked. This is ridiculous. It's like you were winning the race. You're having a race. You're winning the race. You look, there's people behind you, and you consciously stop and you just let them pass you by. You have a place. You have first place, second place, third place, fourth place. How far down the table do we have to fall before we open our eyes to the fact that we are regressing? And this is exactly what I've been saying. I said, as long as we're improving, I don't care. I just want to see us get better. And we did. We did improve. We went from 12th to 6th to 4th. We won 2 trophies. What are we going to get this season? What are we going to get? Nothing. We're getting nothing. We're not being Arsenal. We're not getting. I'm very, 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 very doubtful that we get top 4. Very doubtful. We're not. Maybe we win against Napoli. I mean, that's a one-off win. Paphos. I mean, come on. We've got to beat Paphos. This is ridiculous. This is criminal. And I'm going to start opening up the lines as well, because this is what needs to happen. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from Chelsea fans. We're going to get some people on as well. I cannot believe what I'm seeing, guys. I can't freaking believe it. This is crazy. This is the sort of stuff that people talk about and you never really think it could actually happen. You know, you hear these things. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get some guests on. And I want to hear what they have to say. We're going to go through super chats. Apologies if I'm not going through them straight away. You have to appreciate it's like a rhythm and a momentum that I'm in when I'm talking about this. And I don't want to keep stopping and starting. I just want to get it out. I want to get it out. And it's, you don't understand, MJ. You don't get it. You think that things are better. They're not. They are not better. I can't fucking believe it. Right, the lines are opening, people. The lines are opening. I'm sending the link. I'm doing it. I can't fucking believe it. This is the worst fucking... I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Honestly, can't believe it. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. Go on, let's react to some super chats. Happy New Year, mate. I'm done with this club. Won't support and watch any more games. Regime puppet Rosnia incoming. Bloody hell. Rest in peace, Chelsea. I will say this. I wouldn't stop watching Chelsea, but I could appreciate why you wouldn't want to go and spend your hard-earned money. But I will watch Chelsea no matter what. I love Chelsea. I'm obsessed with Chelsea. But how can I justify? I spend thousands of pounds a year following these guys, spending my money, taking time off work. I'm self-employed. I don't get paid when I go on holiday. It's like it's double. It costs me double. It's ridiculous. Big up to you anyway. All the fans need to stop mocking protests and actually do one for Blue Co out. Only way, look at the Super League. Nothing will change. Blue Co out. I 100% endorse a protest. I 100% endorse it. This is... you have to protest, guys. You have to. And I will be there. I will be there. I was at the last protest. I was there. You know, I will be there. I will be there. And that protest will be soon, to be fair. I think there's a genuine chance you get a protest done. When do we do the protest? What's the next game? Got City away. What's after that? Charlton away. We've got to get a protest in. Am I in charge of the date this time? How does that work? Arsenal at home in the Carabao Cup. 14th of January on a Wednesday. Or Brentford at home. 17th of January. I think Brentford makes more sense. It's a Saturday. So if you're asking me for a date, I'm giving you a date. This one right here. Can you see it? No, you can't. Saturday, the 17th of January, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. You want a time? That's the time. Saturday, the 17th of January, protest. Why has my light gone up? Fuck's sake. Protest, man. I feel sick. Physically sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. I'm sick of having optimism every year and still getting slapped in the face. I'm sick of being led down a path. It's like you buy drinks for a girl. She smiles. She talks to you. And then she just leaves. That's what Clear Lake have done. They just let you pay. Make you think that there's a bit of ambition. Next thing you know, they're out the door. Just to correct you, Maresca walked. He didn't get the sack. Just shows how bad the owners really are. Also, he wanted to leave for City anyways. Proves my point. It proves my point if he gets a City job, just how stupid we are. If Man City's replacement for Guardiola is Maresca and we just let him go. Huh? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Big up to you anyway, mate. Hope you're doing well, Michael. I'll see you at Craven Cottage. Even if you doubted Maresca, you can't really think this was the right call or time. Who in the world would actually want to take this job? Big love to the community. We need to back each other now. Big up to you, my friend. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot fucking do this. I can't do it, mate. Can't do it. Whatever this is, it's a joke. It's beyond a joke. It's borderline criminal. It's borderline criminal. This is getting to the stage where the UK government needs to have a look at Chelsea. What? You've taken one of our biggest assets in terms of the sporting community and the football community, and you've just torn it to shreds. How is that allowed? There needs to be intervention. You do realize in American sports, private equity is not allowed to get involved. Why is it allowed in football? It is beyond a joke. And Kev's connection doesn't work. Let's try that again. How are you, Kev?
I'm here.
Okay.
All right, brother. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Keep it like that. Fucked him. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year. That's all I got to say. Happy New Year.
I've said my piece, Kev. I've said my piece. There's going to be more, but I've said my piece, so I'll leave it to you.
Let me ask a question. This is to everyone in the comments. There's quite a lot in here. How many have we got in here, Alex? Quite a bit, haven't we?
We have
quite a lot.
Yeah,
311. Okay, so this is my question to everybody. Are you surprised about the news waking this morning that is apparently mutually agreed to walk away, which I think is a lot of rubbish. I don't think is mutually agreed at all. I think 2 weeks ago when he said what he had to say, the writing was on the wall, and he was just playing every week to get himself out of the job. And it's got to the point now where it's a boiling point with certain people in the back room, and they've come to loggerheads after the Bournemouth game. That's when he's not even come to the press conference. He's just literally walked out of the stadium, and that was it. So I think it's been bubbling up for a few weeks, but I am not surprised one bit about the situation. Why would a manager who's publicly come out start of the season saying that he wants experienced leadership, and he got nothing? He got Garnacho, he got Gittins, he got Liam Delap, he got thrown some of the worst players in the history of this club in the transfer window where we were supposed to push on and strive towards winning Premier Leagues. Did he want to be a part of the mess? No. So it's just like another Pochettino. It's just like another Tuchel. This is a regular thing at Chelsea now. Managers.
It's worse than Poch. It's worse than Poch, mate. It's worse than Poch.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
Poch hadn't won anything, so that they could justify the sacking in that sense, even though he did improve us. And then Maresca improved on that, won 2 trophies, got top 4, and they still sacked that. And then he's going to get the Man City job potentially. I think there's a good chance that can happen. And it just makes us look even worse than we already are.
It's just embarrassed, bro. It's we are a laughing stock, bro. Really are a laughing stock. Because there's no clear direction there's no clarity, no direction to where we're going to be going and what we're going to be doing and what the club is going to be achieving. Are they happy with top 4? Because if you're happy with top 4, why are you getting a manager which has delivered you that already? Why are you getting rid of a manager which has had such a poor transfer window and is still currently knocking on top 4's door? So I'm not getting it. And the thing is, it's very strategic time to leave. The first day of the window is gone. I know 100% he had a list of players that he wanted to improve this squad. They have said no. 1st of January, he's already gone. So that goes to show about the timing of him leaving. There's something going on. And the next manager that I'm hearing in the background, it's not looking good for us.
Kev, this is what I'm saying. People think that this is. There are people who don't like Maresca. I respect that opinion. It's not getting better. You don't like Maresca for whatever reason. Maybe it's the style, which I think another manager can definitely improve on, by the way. I think the style, I get that point. And then you want to talk about results. No one is going to beat the results that we've achieved under Maresca. I'm sorry. No one is going to do it. Because they're not going to be backed. They're not going to have control. And they don't have the players. You will not improve on what we have now. You will not improve. We're done.
And the thing is, the squad that he's got is more or less set up to how he wants to play. Because over the last couple of years, he hasn't had the players that he wanted, but he's had the players of a similar mold to what he wants to achieve. So what is the manager that we've got to get in now is going to have to change all around again to suit what he wants to play. Liam Rosenaire is a manager that I keep hearing. I'm not even sure what style of football he plays.
He's very attacking, mate, but it's pathetic. Kev, it's pathetic. What are we talking about Liam Rosenaire for? I'm sorry. What are we talking about this guy for? Where are the... Kev said this. No, Jacob said this after the Wolves game. Where are the standards at this football club? And I don't want to be this guy that's just, talking about standards every single week. Like I said this earlier before you came on. I didn't come into this to talk about politics. I didn't come into it. But there's standards and then there's just rock bottom. It's fucking Kev. Mate, imagine you have a business. Yeah? You have a business. All right? And imagine people are happy with your business. You literally have a business. You're a football coach, right? And you got people paying you for sessions. They're paying you. Now, what happens if, let's just say you've got an assistant and your assistant was, late 20s, early 30s, experienced, athletic, good, positive, good communicators. And then suddenly your assistants were 17-year-olds that had no experience of doing it. And you tried to then up the prices of your coaching sessions with a complete downgrade in terms of the coaching that those children are getting. Yeah? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Yep. This is what Chelsea have done. They've taken a winning product. They've sold that winning product, which they didn't create. They've had a little bit of a blip, to be fair, in terms of the fact that we were still able to win a couple of trophies last season. And now we're just paying the price. And I guarantee everyone that goes to Stamford Bridge, your season ticket prices will go up. Your membership prices will go up. Chelsea shirt prices will go up. Merchandise will go up. And we will continue to see the promotion of the brand. We want to extend our brand value. We want to increase the brand of Chelsea FC. We want to commercialize. Can't even get a fucking shirt sponsor. Talking about branding. What kind of branding is that? What kind of branding is that? You are financial equity, accountancy FC, balance the books FC. And you can't even get a front of shirt sponsor. Do you understand how stupid you have to be? Anyone, Kev, I could get Chelsea a front of shirt sponsor. It's greed. It's pure greed. It's greed. They said we want 50, 60 million. Nobody wants to pay it. But if you get 30, it's 30 million than you would have had otherwise. It's still 30 million more. You had that over 3 seasons, but we haven't had a sponsor. That's 90 million. We've missed out on a potential 90 million pounds for a front of shirt sponsor. Now, if we would have brought that money in, if we would have generated that cash, do you know what we could have done? We could have frozen season ticket prices. We could have made it easier. We wouldn't have had to raise the price of food at Stamford Bridge again. We wouldn't have had to have increases all around the stadium. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Honestly, we're only half an hour into the stream. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long, long day. This isn't a pleasant conversation. This is not a pleasant conversation, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. And once I've spoken with Kev, I just want to make it very clear, guys. Once I've spoken with Kev, if he ever does jump back on, oh, hang on. Right. Okay. Well, I've just received a message from a source who is reliable. So I'm going to read it. The real reason Enzo Maresca is unhappy at Chelsea. Fans have been quick to criticize Enzo Maresca for his heavy rotation policy, but the truth is far more damning. I think we already know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Reports now claim it was Chelsea's hierarchy that encouraged Maresca to rotate heavily, not for footballing reasons, but to boost the market value of squad players, player trading over performance, business over football. And when the backlash came, Maresca was left exposed. The Italian feels the club failed to protect him from external criticism and believed he has done far better than many acknowledge, especially when you consider how young and inexperienced his squad is. What makes it worse is that Maresca's frustration has started to show. He has increasingly avoided wearing club tracksuits, choosing his own clothing instead. A small detail, but a clear sign of a manager who is deeply unhappy with life at Chelsea. This isn't just about rotation. This is about a manager being asked to sacrifice results for resale value and then being thrown under the bus when fans turn. Chelsea don't have a coaching problem. They have a leadership problem. And until that changes, the same cycle will repeat, no matter who is in the dugout. And I think that's very well said. I think that's pretty much, we already know that, but that is, go on, Kev, you were speaking, mate. And then, I was speaking, but the incompetence of this group is honestly, Kev, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. It's not even, it's 2:00. It's 2:00. I can't even go to bed at this point. I can't go to bed.
Oh no. The thing is, I literally last night seen it, the news break about 10:30 last night, and I literally went bed, sleep just after. So I didn't even see New Year's. When I woke up this morning, it looked like it was going to happen. And look, 11 o'clock today, the news broke. Imagine waking up after a bender to see that he managed to sacked on the first day of the year. You just couldn't write. You can't write it. You can't write what these people and how. What's the word I'm looking for? There's no words to describe these board members and how they are running this club at the moment, bro. It's just very amateuristic.
Running it into the ground.
Amateur. From top to. It's like an amateur. And do you think Maresca deserved this, bro? Do you think Maresca, honestly? I don't think he's been sacked. No.
Kev, you think he?
I don't think he's been
come
sacked.
on, mate. You're telling me that
I was getting pissed.
Should have been sacked. By the way, people are saying he walked anyway. It doesn't matter if he walked or if he got sacked. It's the same reason regardless. It's not because of anyone else but the ownership, man, and the model. This is the reason. Whether it's a sacking or he just walked, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's like when the government says to you, we have to raise taxes because. Well, you're still raising taxes. You think I'm happy about that? I don't give a fuck about the reason. You did something wrong if you have to raise taxes. And that means you did something wrong if you have to sack Maresca or if he walked. It's the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. Honestly, I cannot believe it. I can't believe that we are sat here, Kev, on New Year's. You're supposed to be with your family. I'm supposed to be with Rachel, having a good time, watching Netflix. I should be watching Stranger Things. but I don't even know which episode it was. Maybe the episode of Stranger Things, the New Year's edition, maybe the spoiler was that Maresca was going to get sacked, and it was all part of this fancy cosplay. Who fucking knows? I mean, this is just... Let's go through some super chats. I mean, I blame the UK government. Big up to you, Morris. You're absolutely right. It is the UK government that this mess happened in the first place. You're correct. Won everything and now start the New Year's with the manager being sacked. As Chelsea fans, we've truly seen it. Oh, what's left to see? Relegation. Well, don't speak it into existence, my friend, because Lord knows what can happen if we keep going in this direction. But I don't think we're getting relegated, to tell you the truth. But you know, in a weird way, it's almost worse to just be a mid-table team at times, because you've got no hope. There's no life in your football club. I'm not saying I want us to get relegated, but do you see what I mean? Though, like, imagine you're a Brighton or someone like that. It's quite a boring existence, you know, and that's what we're turning into. That's what I thought we were turning into last season.
No, if you're Brighton, you're absolutely happy to be in the Premier League. They're coming off the back of a European campaign last year. They're absolutely buzzing. The style of football as well. So this shows football club. Brighton should have even come into this conversation.
Glasner and Liam play back
some of the
three.
teams that we're losing to, some of the teams, but the level of performance going into this game, it's just not good enough, bro.
Have you seen this, Kev? They play a back three. So if we bring in,
I don't know.
If we bring in Rosnia, he's not got. He wants to play three centre backs. He wants to play three centre backs. We don't even have three centre backs.
That means,
well, three good ones. Let's just say that.
Nah, we haven't even got one good one, bro. That's the truthful honestness. That I knew from the start. Listen, I knew from the start of the season things would get messy, and I predicted this, bro. When that transfer window shut, and I said to you, you told me, Kev, what do you think the transfer window is? And I said it's a 3 out of 10.
I have to say,
the manager.
Yeah. Kev, I got it wrong with the transfer window.
I predicted it.
I got it wrong. I thought it was better than it actually was.
What did I say to you 3 weeks ago, Alex? I think the writing's on the wall, and you was like, no, he's not. He's going to stay. Bro, if you're a good reader of body language...
How could you be that stupid? How? Who predicts that?
Bro,
who predicts that?
Bro, no. Look at the guy's body language.
Mate.
Look at the guys. Look at the guys. Yeah. Look at the guy's body language. He's losing games. He doesn't give a shit, bro. You can see. He just sits there like this. He's so relaxed in the way he talks. Like, I'm not seeing no temperament. I'm not seeing no anger. I'm not seeing no passion. I think 2-3 months ago, he wanted out. And he's just basically thought, you know what? Fuck him. I'll just keep on letting the performance go down and down and down. And all of a sudden now they've come to loggerheads and he's gone. Which is absolutely disgraceful. This manager should have been backed. Should have been backed, bro. This is the guy that he should have backed. The guy that has proved that he can get top 4 with what he's got, with shit players. Proved that he can win 2 cups within a short period of times with a shit squad. With a squad that during the summer period, he had players leaving. This is how bad the planning was. He had Nani Manueke leaving after the semi-final, bro, and having to replace him last. You understand what I mean? And he still went out and got a result, bro. After all the shit. And you want to treat him like this? The guys come out and said, look, let's get me a centre-back. Levo Cole was injured for the season. Just get me a centre-back. For me to have a bit more confidence in the way we play. What does he get, bro? Fucking Garnacho, bro. That's what he gets. And you want to sit here and be surprised about it, bro. People want to sit here and be surprised that he wanted to leave, bro. I'm not surprised, bro. You know what he's going to do right now? I bet he's on the way. I bet literally now he's packed his bag. He's come out of Cobham. He's going to book a fucking long holiday. And within a couple months' time, you're going to see an announcement as the Man City manager, bro. That's what's going to happen, bro. And you can quote me on this right now. I predicted it, bro. He wanted out purposely, bro. Let me have a few months break. And then when they go into City, where I've got Haaland, Doku, Samanda, all these fucking world-class players, and that shite tossing and freaking Bradishill. He's loving it, bro. He's loving it.
Mini Fig says, I've been a member for years. Once Blueco took over, I can barely even get a ticket to a Premier League game. The owners despise the fans. We must protest ASAP. Thank you for the super chat.
No. I'm reading for the chat now. I'll just let me just expand on this. Because someone says, Kevin's saying that he was throwing games on purpose. Is the stupidest thing I've heard. And I stand to say, club. Rare. Look. If you're not happy with something, are you to give it your all? Okay, you go into work. Let me speak to, is it Rory Doyle? Okay, you go to work, yeah, and your manager's pissing you off every single day. You're one away. You can't leave. What are you going to do? Are you going to give 100% every single day you go into work? Or are you going to be like, you know what? Just fuck it. I'm not bothered. And that's the way I was seeing him. I was seeing a manager that doesn't care. You can see by his tactical substitutions against Bournemouth. Why are you bringing Cole Palmer off? Keep going back and further back. Why are you starting 3 right backs on the bench against Leeds? Then a week after, you've got all 3 of them playing on the same pitch. The decisions are not making no sense, bro. So I'm not saying that he got himself sacked, but I believe that he wanted out. So he was just going to say, you know what? I'm not going to give it my all. I'm just going to make these team selections based on me not giving a fuck. Honestly, that's the vibes I was getting. The last few weeks, that's the vibes I was getting. And then when he come out in a press conference and said, look, I'm not happy about being back. This has been the worst 2 weeks of my life. That was it then, bro. That was him basically saying, I want out the club. But he wanted out, bro. Simple as that. I don't care what anyone says. This manager didn't want to be a part of Chelsea Football Club. That's it.
I can't believe this club. Can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Everyone is entitled to have their opinion on this. You may agree. You may disagree. You may like Maresca. You may dislike Maresca. But one thing we can all agree with is no matter who the manager would have been at this time with this run of results, with what they had achieved last season, it was not the right decision. It was not the right decision in terms of football. And anyone who disagrees with that, honestly, put something in the chat. I'll have you on right now and I'll debate you. Because this is shameful.
Bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, if we get Liam Ross in there, bro, that's me, bro. I ain't watching no more Chelsea. I'm not going no more games. Just focusing in my life, bro. I ain't witnessing. I'm not doing it again. And I actually think it's going to happen, bro. What managers for the elite level are going to want to come to Chelsea right now? Okay, look, we're not in that much of a bad position. Think about it. We're in the Champions League. We're in the League Cup semi-final. We're not far off second place, third place to get Champions League. We're not in a bad position. But when you deep it, what manager is going to come in and not wanted to be backed with the right form of the players? And that's what I'm getting to. And the elite manager is not going to touch this way of running the club with a barge pole, bro. Like there's Nagelsmann out there we can go and get. There is top managers there we can go and get. I've been hearing De Zerbi. I don't think De Zerbi want to come to this club, brother, right now. Only manager I can see what's going to come would be someone like the Iriola from Bournemouth, a Granson from Palace, or Liam Rosenaire. I think those are the 3 managers that we've got a chance of getting right now. That's it. So, yeah.
Should we open up the lines? I'm happy to open up the lines. We're opening up the lines, people. Have your say. Have your say. The link has been posted. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think.
Someone said Lampard. I don't think Lampard would even want to leave Coventry for this mess. He'd be a lot happy at Cov.
Why would anyone leave? Why would anyone leave their club if they're having a good time, mate? Chelsea's toxic, mate. We're toxic. We're just so toxic, mate. It's like, it's beyond a joke, really. It's beyond a joke. It's like, you know when people are like, Kev, you know when someone says something to you and you're like, oh, you must be joking, and then, you know, they're like, no, and then you're like, no, you're joking. And eventually, it's like, he's not joking.
Oh,
he's being serious.
But
we are actually in a worse position than we thought.
I don't know what the word is, because someone could have said I could have literally just woke up now and looked at my phone and said Maresca's been sacked. Oh, you could have phoned me and said, Kevin, you heard the news? Maresca's been sacked, and I wouldn't have took it for a joke out. I don't think this club does not give me that vibe anymore. Anything can happen with Chelsea Football Club right now, brother. This is what I'm getting to. If you've gone and sacked, Thomas Tuchel, one of the best managers in the world to this point still, and replaced him with Graham Potter, anything is possible at Chelsea Football Club, bro. And I still remember the day, brother. I still remember the day like yesterday when we got on a live on Instagram, and that hit home. That shot me, brother. This has not shot me in the slightest, bro, because we've witnessed it for the last 4 years, bro. We've witnessed nothing but absolute shit from top to bottom for 4 years straight, bro. And this is the reason why I have no passion or drive to go to games anymore, bro. I literally rather go and train my kids, and do my football stuff than go to watch Chelsea right now, bro. It's never been like that ever. I've always wanted to go and watch my club through thick and thin, through shit and good. I've always wanted to go and support Chelsea. But honestly, I walk out that ground now on a weekly basis. If I go to a game, and I must stop, what have I just watched? And it was becoming to get to that point where I had enough of Maresca's football, bro. I had enough of this slow passing out the gate back football and sideways football and inverted right wing backs and all this crap and very slow build. I had enough of it, bro. It's boring to watch. You know, okay, against Bournemouth, a lot better. I'm hearing that it was like a basketball match, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you still want your team to be able to defend a fucking long throw. Not one, but 2 long throws in a game, bro. Don't you think the first long throw is enough for your defense to be like, you know what, lads, let's get it together here. Let's defend a bit more smartly here. So you don't defend the first one, but second one comes in and you do exactly the same thing, bro. This is what I'm getting at. Is this Maresca's fault or this? Had no leadership. Imagine if he had a Thiago Silva against Bournemouth. Do you think that second goal would have gone in? Because the first one, he'd be like, that's a mistake. The second one, he'd be like this. You go there, you mark him. That's what I want to see from someone in that fucking back line, bro. Got no experience, bro. It's just everyone's just standing there like this. So I will never blame Maresca for the way we went down bank. Two wins in 11 games. No blame on Maresca whatsoever. The squad planning, it's been fucking dross from day one. I've had enough of people hyping up these mid players every week. I'm seeing it. We go on the little run. Oh yeah, is this? Oh yeah, is that? Oh yeah, is this? Only player this season, what has impressed me, the only 2 players this season what impressed me so far, Estival and Casado. That's it. The rest, I don't know, bro. Honestly.
Can't believe it. Oh, we've got somebody waiting. Are you Civ? Come on then, mate. What did you want to say about about today? Go on then. Let's. If anybody else wants to join, there is a link as well, which I will pin because I think we've probably lost the link now.
Yeah. Oh, this has just ruined my New Year's Eve. Like I've tried to forget about this, but I can't. Like on one end, I don't blame Maresca at all if he's walked, because we've seen that he's fallen out with Bedard Barley. I think it's pretty obvious, and I've been the directors out more than anything more than Maresca, but this is just a whole new low. Like the shortlist, Liam Rosenior. Like we remember the last year's one as well. Oh, Thomas Frank, Kieran McKenna. They're probably still up. Well, Thomas Frank obviously not now, but Kieran McKenna's probably still on that list. And we're probably gonna have, I don't know.
It's just mid.
Yeah, let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if Ange Postecoglou is on that list. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Nah,
because it's this ownership. It's this ownership that
there's nothing surprising. There's nothing surprising. I don't listen. I'm not even bothered about the next managerial decision. If I'm not seeing, it's the 1st of January now. If I'm not seeing us invest in some experienced players on the pitch, I don't care if we bring back fucking Jose Mourinho. I don't care if we bring Conte in. It's the players on the pitch that are letting down the team. There's only so much
you can't just say that, Kev. They're bringing the players in. What do you mean? You can't just. Obviously, the players aren't good enough.
I'm saying to you, yeah, but there's only so much coaching you can do with players if they're not experienced enough, if they don't want it, they're not showing passion, they haven't got the tactical nous. Look at that the other day, like I said a minute ago, brother. Is that the manager's fault? 2 long throw-ins. They've obviously done the homework on Bournemouth's long throw-ins, and they haven't defended it. They haven't reacted. How many times are we saying it on a regular basis? So I'm not bothered. We can bring in anybody. Bring in Pep Guardiola. I won't be getting excited because you can't defend a long throwing, bro.
Yeah.
So you can play all this attractive football, but at the other end of the pitch, the defenders are not good enough, bro. The goalkeeper's not good enough. How long will we be saying it for?
You know what, Kev? To make matters worse, like this is what just clicked into my head earlier on today about Maresca walking. We remember when these owners came in, Tuchel got sacked. Okay, that was probably a disgrace in itself. Then we appoint Potter, who probably shouldn't have been appointed in the first place. Then we sack him. Again, deserved. Pochettino then comes in, which, Alex, you were a big supporter of most of the time. And I get that you backed him a lot. And
I was proven to be correct that sacking him was the wrong decision.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But still, that's not enough, apparently, for the owners. So he gets the chop or he walks, whatever. Then Maresca. Now, I said to myself when Maresca got appointed, if this was to happen, I'm not blaming him at all. Well. All of those managers couldn't work under this ownership. Potter, I'm taking out the equation because a lot of it was down to him. But even then, even Graham Potter, he couldn't work with this ownership. There's one common denominator there. The owners and the people above them. What does that tell you? No top manager is walking into this job. So we can scream Jose Mourinho, Pep wouldn't even come anyway, but we can scream any top manager in the world we want. At one point we were screaming for Zidane. There's no way he's coming here. No way.
Zidane.
We were screaming for Zidane at one point. But
I don't know who's screaming. Bloody hell.
Yeah,
but even then, Mourinho.
It's
no one's coming under this ownership.
Amateur setup. Amateur setup. That's what it is.
Yeah. Anyone screaming for Mourinho in the comments, I would 100% back you lot. But I'm sorry, with this ownership, they wouldn't last 5 minutes.
No, man.
Imagine Conte with these board of directors. It's not going to work.
He would.
Gone straight away, mate. Gone.
2 weeks in, he's gone. 2 weeks in, he's done straight away.
Literally.
This is what I'm saying. I can't see anything changing. The only way we get them to, and this should have been happening a long time ago, is people Start buying merch for one. Stop buying stuff from the Chelsea website, from the club shop. Stop going to games. Stop buying tickets. Stop buying season tickets. Protest and do it not for one game. Do it for the whole of the season. Hit them in their pockets, and maybe next season they'll be like, you know what, we lose money here. What do we need to do to get the fans back on board? Because right now we're all happy with the Club World Cup. We're all happy with the little cups that we won. We're all happy with top 4. But deep down, are you happy with what's happening on the pitch? When you go to a game, you walk out that game, do you feel like, wow, what a brilliant game that was? I have not, for the last 2 years, felt that way. Where I've walked out the stadium after a game and been like, wow. Every game I've been to, I've walked out and been like, what the fuck was that? What was that defending? What was that mistake? What's all this pass down the side shit? Every game, bro. So how are we going to change it? Do you want to go and see this every week? Because I ain't spending another penny on it. I'm not seeing it anymore, bro. They've got to change it, bro. Listen, don't change it. This is what it is now. Liam Rosenaire, mid-table, battling, no leadership, no experience, no fighting at the top end of the league. This the new Chelsea now. This is not even Chelsea Football Club now. CFC LDN. This is what we are now, bro. CFC LDN.
Yeah,
honestly, bro.
Completely agree.
Do you have anything you want to say, Yusuf? Anything else?
Yeah. By the way, it was me that messaged you earlier, Kev, saying, "Oh yeah, you were right all along."
Yeah.
It was me, and yeah, I mean, Alex, you said earlier about a protest. Honestly, any game, like we need to get the fans on board with this, because I don't think a lot of people are going to put up with this for much longer. I don't think a lot of people will. Like you even said yourself, you're tempted to stop going. I probably assume you still will, but you're getting that temptation, aren't you?
No. I just, you know what it is. If we get Liam Rosenaire, bro, I can't witness another project manager practicing with an elite club. Because that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to walk into Cobham, he's going to be like, wow. And he's going to have to practice to get to that elite level. Do you understand? This is not a stepping stone club, bro. I can't watch another manager having to change things every week to think, how can I work this to be? This is not. I can't do it anymore. I've done it under Potter. I've done it under Pochettino. I've done it under Maresca. All the managers that we've been through, and we've had to witness all this project shit for the last few years. I can't do it into another. This is 5 years, you know, going into the 5th year. What a long time that is, bro. A long time, bro. And has anything gone forward from the backroom staff to the medical staff to the club? Has anything moved forward within the 5 years apart from the 2 little cups that we won? I'm being honest. 2 little cups that we won. What has gone forward in the 5 years, bro? You're gonna bring another manager in to go backwards again, and you want me to go to games, bro? Come on, man.
Yusuf, big up to you, my friend. Thanks for coming on. We're going to have a few more people coming on as well. How we doing, mate? BZ. What's your name, buddy?
What's going on, Alex? I appreciate you having me on. My name's Bill.
Bill, good to have you on, mate.
Yeah, man. And briefly, you won't remember, but I met you briefly in Philly when we lost to Flamengo during the Club World Cup. So you know, I have been a traveling Chelsea supporter once in my life, I can say, but. I agree with everything Kev's saying. You know, it's 5 years now, 5 years, and you don't have an elite striker. You don't have center back depth. You don't have competent wingers. You don't have an elite goalkeeper, barring Sanchez has been okay this year. $2 billion spent. And I was the one that super chatted earlier, Alex. The fans and you loyal match-going fans have to stop mocking, and I'm not saying you, but just fans in general have to stop mocking protests. It's the only way. It is. You guys did it the one time before last season, and it got hype, it got media, right? And then it was the one-off, and that was it. The only way it's gonna happen is if the owners are out. And I agree with Kev. You're gonna have whoever the manager is. It does not matter. It does not matter. The players aren't good enough, and as you said, Alex, it's not their fault. They shouldn't even be here in the first place. Jamie Gittins, how many did we spend for him? Garnacho. Everybody knew about Garnacho. Everybody. It's just the fans now, I hope, can finally all come together. I hope. Coming from somewhere where I can't make a change, I would go if I could. That is the only like I grant in the super chat. I said, look at what happened with the Super League. If fans come together, it will be powerful. It has to happen now. These owners need to get out. And you said something earlier about American sports being private. I'm from Boston, so I support Boston Red Sox baseball team. The owners are Fenway Sports Group. Who do they own? Liverpool. And we have stopped and they're private. We have stopped buying players in baseball because they just bought Isaac and you know what I mean? So it's happening here too, where I want these owners out because they stopped spending on our club in baseball and started. It's the same thing. The Todd Bowley Dodgers. Now, granted, it's Iqbali making the decisions for them at the end of the day, I guess. But you know, they're in Strasbourg. Their hands are everywhere. They don't care about winning. They care about profit. Buy to sell club. You have to protest. It is the only way, or they won't sell, or they'll sell in 15 years' time after they made their profit.
I think you've said it very well, mate, Bill.
I'm sorry for being a little passionate, but I'm tired, man.
Oh, mate, we got time. It's going to be a long stream, Bill. It's going to be a long stream. So
hey, get it off your chest, mate. It's the best way.
You know what I mean? In the Club World Cup. Now, granted, it is the first of its kind. There were more teams. I'm glad we won it. We showed, that we couldn't win trophies. Now, granted, people want to say it's a small trophy. I understand that. Look who we beat in that competition. Alex, I was there with you in Philly. We lost to Flamengo. Granted, they're a decent side, but we played how many South American teams in that competition where we should win? Now, PSG, if you go, now we ran through them.
Look at this comment.
That's
what?
Yeah, he's clearly trolling us, bro. He's trolling us, bro.
No, that's got to be a troll. But we played back to the Club World Cup, so South American teams pretty much the entire time until the final, right? And we smashed PSG. Can't give the boys credit enough. But look at who made it all happen with the assist and the goal. Cole Palmer. FC, man. You know what I mean? That's what I truly. Besides him, Reece James, Caicedo, who's brash lately, by the way. My God, he needs to settle down. Yeah. So who did I say? Reece James, Cole Palmer, Caicedo, and Estevao for sure. And then I would say Colwill for sure. Fofana's been injured. I would say Trev Chalobah, but I love Trev. He's been kind of wavy, but look at what they did to him. They sent him to Crystal Palace, gave him the Sterling treatment, and then when they were in trouble, they brought it back. What an awful way to treat a player. And he still loves this club. So I will back him. I will back Trev Chalobah until he's out of this club, whether he plays back. I said it the other day when he flicked it on and pretty much got the assist. That wasn't good. You know what I mean? But Garnacho let the man go with the back post. Both things can be true. You can't just pick point one scapegoat. It's a collective thing. So people don't love Chelsea, or the players don't love Chelsea apart from 4 or 5 of them, or 2 of them, and James and Chalobah, right? And these owners are buy to sell club. They just don't care about winning. And it's sad to see. And it's like, well, I want my old Chelsea back competing. I mean, we had Fabregas, Hazard, Drogba. You're not going to get those players anymore. You're not going to get those players anymore. But you know what? You can try with the mentality to start, and the mentality just isn't there.
Yeah. Absolutely bang on.
And I just
we're not going for proven winners.
Now, and you could say, and Kev, I knew the experience, right? You don't have experience, but Reece James is plenty experienced now. Pedro Neto has been in the league for how many years now? You know what I mean? These players just won a major trophy in the Club World Cup. Fofana now has been in and out, but he's experienced. Trev Chalobah, but they have some little experience in it. Now, granted, the young players with Gittins, I agree with you for sure. They're just too inexperienced at a lot of spots. They don't have a guy to lead them. Reece James, as much as I love him, it looks like he's not a guy. He should be the captain. I want him to stay. He's when healthy, the best right back in the entire world. But he can't lead this group of kids. We need a spine. We need a spine.
Yeah.
We don't have no goalkeeper. Go ahead.
Thiago Silva was there only a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago, and I know obviously he's the light end of 40, let's say, but that's what you need in the dressing room. That's what you need against a Bournemouth when they throw a long ball into the box. Don't deal with the first one. A second one comes in. You need someone to be saying, you know what? You get him. I'm here. Goalkeeper there. We're not letting the one go inside. You need someone to, you know what I'm saying? That leadership quality. Second ball comes in. No one reacts. The ball's in the back of the net. This is what I'm trying to say to you, brother. You could have Pep Guardiola. You can have the best manager in the world. These players are not put out for what we want to do as a club. As simple as that, bro. So I'm not excited about anything. I'm not bothered who to bring in. Liam Rosenaire, Glancer, De Zerbi, fucking bring back Pochettino. Bring back who you want. I don't care. It's going to be the same shit. It's going to be.
He's American, mate. He doesn't want punch.
He's Alex. Who are we? We're Chelsea, man. I don't want the Spurs. When he got appointed U.S. manager, oh my God, I was like, we got this Spurs rubbish here now. Like,
mate. To be fair, Poch was never one for the national sides. I would never want him at England.
No, God, and we have the best. One thing, because we have the best group of players for U.S. national team, and this is who our manager is going to the most important World Cup of our time probably now. It sucks. But anyway, like the first goal the other day against Bournemouth, all three center backs are going for that ball. You know what I mean? And then Garnacho's not tracking the guy at the back post. How about Thiago? You just said Thiago Silva. Garnacho, don't mark your man at the back post so it doesn't happen again. And what happens? Second goal keeps happening.
You understand where I'm coming from? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
look, every single week that I cannot blame the manager for anything. Maresca, he deserves all the credit. And even if he goes to City end of the season and I go to the return game next season, I will clap the guy and say thank you for staying around for so long and having to witness all the shit that they've thrown at you. They've basically thrown the guy underneath a bus, bro.
For sure. Now
he came out. Desperate. He came out in a press conference.
Wanted to set her back.
And he told people he didn't have to say it. And he shouldn't have said it because he meant to keep things behind the scenes. He said, I want to experience centre back. What did he get the next week? The natural, bro. Say less. They're throwing the guy underneath a bus, bro. Simple
Jamie
as that.
Gittins, who barely played at Dortmund, I think. You know? But And I'll let some of the people get on. I appreciate you, Alex.
Honestly, Bill, I am more than happy to have you on for as long as you want, man. You get out whatever you need to get out.
I'll stay on because I've been wanting to come on a platform like yours or, Lewis or I won't name other ones, but because I don't know your takes on them. But the only thing.
Lewis is one of us.
No, I know Lewis is, but I don't know about a certain someone who I want to name, but I don't know, but.
Johnny Minerals.
The only way, he's man. I don't want to do it on your platform. No, I'm. The only way is protesting, Alex. It's the only way. These owners have to get out, or you're gonna see the continued carousel that Kevin that he's talking about.
Listen,
it's as simple as.
I'm just gonna be. Johnny Minerals is one of the realest Chelsea fans about, bro.
I don't want to make this about him and talk about him here, but
no. But hands up. He said he predicts this shit
for
like me,
4
bro.
years.
We're not stupid, bro. Look at the fucking shit that we brought in, bro.
$2 billion spent, and you bring Gittins and Garnacho.
To the manager, we've been saying for years now. These sporting directors are killing this club. These owners are killing the club. He's been saying it from day one, bro. The guy's never changed, bro.
And the thing about
the fan base, the thing of the fan base is, we'll go on a little run where we win 6 games, and it'll be like, yeah, we're back. We'll lose a few games, and it's back to the same toxicity. All the players crap, all the managers crap. It's to this. Let's stick to the truth.
The thing with Maresca, right, is I'll give him credit because of what he had to deal with for the squad depth-wise. But I won't. His sub patterns weren't good. Now, granted, we don't have depth, so what can he do? At points. But also, I don't think he was qualified to come. I mean, he won the championship and he was Pep's assistant. That's not good enough to be Chelsea manager, in my opinion. But who am I? You know what I mean? I'm just some guy that's been watching Chelsea for 20 plus years, you know? So it's just like, I don't, and I'm not bothered that he's gone like you, Kev, because it's just going to happen again. It happened with Potter. It happened with Poch. I retweeted Thomas Tuchel's last tweet today, which is still his last tweet, which is that he was gutted on being sacked by Chelsea because he actually loved this club, which I believe. I don't know.
He still does. He still does.
The love for this club is gone.
Think about it. This is where we knew it was fucked from day one. When Tuchel got sacked, he brought all these wonderful class players to be sacked within 1 week after the transfer window, and then replaced with a mid to low manager that's won and achieved nothing in the game. And this is where we should have seen from there where we was going. And we continue to keep on believing in this project. 4 years down the line, where's the project now? Where's the project now? We've gone forward in a sense where the ship's been stabilized a little bit. We've got back to the winning ways. Are you happy with the style of football that you're going to see? Are you happy with the way the club's been run? Are you happy that ticket prices are going up? Are you happy that you have to go in some virtual waiting room to get a ticket now? And you're getting conned at your £65 membership fees. They're conning us, bro. It's literally a con. Chelsea Football Club's a con. And I won't be witnessing or putting my money into it unless they start putting the money where their mouth is and coming with better players. Better players that have been there, done it, got experience. I'll be, you know what? We're back. Until then, I don't care if we win 10 games in a row. I don't care. I don't care if we bring in Pep Guardiola. We've got 30 days now to get it right in the transfer window. Show me something. Show me that you're serious.
They've already said they're not going to do anything in January. And you know what? I believe them. Because what have they done to show us?
We went backwards last January.
Yeah.
So if anything, it will be the same thing.
And then you go off and then you win a major trophy, again, major. And you go off of that success coming into this season, and and you don't get your best center back goes out for the year. And your manager's like, yeah, we need center backs, and you don't address it. Like, these guys are clowns, man. Absolute clowns. And back to you said the ticket prices and everything. And real quick, the Red Sox, who own Liverpool, highest beer prices, high ticket prices in baseball in the MLB in America, and yet they don't pay players. Good player. It's the same thing. They're the 8th highest payroll in the league when we used to be the 1st or 2nd. It's the same thing with Chelsea. They don't care about winning. They care about profit, and that's all that since they've been here.
Have you seen how much it is for a Chelsea shirt? £130 fucking pounds for a shirt.
Crazy. Bro. It's unbelievable.
£130
Yep.
just for the shirt, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time. It's time now. There's no point talk. I'm done with talking, bro. I'm done. I'm done. It is what it is. I don't care if we slip down to 13th place and fall at the Champions League. I've got no care. The only time I'll start caring is when the proper fans now hit them where it hurts. Stop buying the shirts. Stop buying the memberships. Don't renew your season ticket. And then they will be like, fuck, we are taking so much L's. We need to do something to change the model, bro.
But you know, but you know what's going to happen though, right? If the really loyal match supporters don't go, other people will buy them. Other people will go, and tourists will go because, Bowley owns Vivid Seats here in America, and you could buy tickets probably for next season right now on Vivid Seats. I mean, I'm probably, over exaggerating a little bit, but I remember last year, right? Couldn't you buy Chelsea Liverpool final or whatever it was when we were in the final months before on Vivid Seats? Yeah. So it's just like the loyal England Chelsea fans aren't getting to get in the stadium and getting priced out.
This is what they're doing. I know exactly what they do. There's something called a virtual waiting room. You get put into this virtual waiting room. I've heard people have been in there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It gets to like 2 hours, 59 minutes. You get kicked out that virtual waiting room. Who do you think's kicking you out? Chelsea are kicking you out. Say, we want these 1,000 tickets for ourselves to put on Vivid Seats. And they go and sell them for fucking $4 or $5 grand.
That's Alex, you've been there a bunch. What do you think the average ticket price, not in the last maybe 4 or 5 years, but behind the dugout?
Behind the dugout? Oh, my God.
Was that
They're
the
most expensive ones. Yeah.
Forever? Well, have they gone up even more? You know what I mean?
Yes. I know that oh God, was it the Dugout Club? I remember I was speaking to an account manager who I won't name, obviously. And he was basically saying that, you know, 1 year against Arsenal, Man United, they charged, I think it was $8,000 for the seat for the game. And then the next year they just said, why not? Let's try 12. And people paid it.
Yeah.
People paid it.
So that's my point. That's where I'm going to go with this. People will pay whatever. As long as they find the people who will pay it, they don't care. They don't care. Maresca, you know, and was right that one time where he called out, and I said it, he called out the match-going fans and the atmosphere for losses at Stamford Bridge. Now, whether that was right or wrong to say, was he right or wrong? You know, that's up for interpretation. He probably shouldn't say it in a presser, but you know, if you're going to have tourists going in the stands, you're going to get a shitty atmosphere. Now, there's going to be tourists at all games everywhere you go, but
yeah. The last 2 months when Maresca's come out in the press conferences and he said things purposely to get the fans back up. I honestly believe that, bro. He was saying things purposely to get himself out, because you don't say the things you don't talk about the fans in that light if you want the fans on your side. Do you understand what I mean?
Yep.
Everything has come to this point now. 1st of the 1st, 2026. Everything that's happened in the last 2 months has come to this point where they've said, you know what, we've had enough of what you say in press conferences. We've had enough of your attitude. We've had enough of you walking out of stadiums saying you're ill. That's it, bro. He got himself out the job.
Yeah.
And to right.
He probably wanted to.
Yeah, no, he did. He did.
Yeah.
I said it a few weeks ago, bro. Listen to this. He got 3 right backs on the bench against Leeds. The week after, you start all fucking 3 of them, brother.
Start all 3 of them.
Look, come on, you play FIFA.
I think that he's being asked to make a lot of the stupid decisions, though. I think he's been asked to do that.
Know, bro.
Yes,
nah.
I think he is. You heard what I was saying earlier. To retain their value, that's why he's giving these guys. Why did Jamie Gins come on for a minute the other day?
Because it's more important to build business value than win or lose on the pitch. That's what they said. That's what he said. That right there is all, and that was day one. That was 3 years ago now, and everybody just pushed it to the side because they were winning some matches. It's up. It can't be reactionary based.
The God honest truth is, you know, as long as we're winning, we don't really care. You know, in a lot of ways. I mean, FSG is a great example. You know, they're no different than Clear Lake and Bowley in a lot of ways. They want to extract money from the club, but they hire the best. They support them and they back them.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going to do something different.
Yeah.
And I was proven to be very, very wrong.
Yep.
Let's just react to big up to Chelsea FC 7145. When are the protests being planned? I mean, listen, guys, if anyone's asking me for my opinion, then I'll tell you my opinion. And I would give you this day. I can share my screen with you. This is the day that I would pick, and I will explain why. Okay. I would pick this day right here. Okay. The 17th of January against Brentford. Why would I pick that day? I picked that day. Number one, it's a home game. Number two, it's a Saturday. Okay. So a lot of people can make it. Now, there are some people who might be itching at the bit to get out there. And I say, you know what? I respect it. But 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night is not going to be great for a lot of people. 8 o'clock on, you know, in Charlton, that doesn't work. Fulham doesn't work. City doesn't work. So this is what you're left with. You are left with Brentford at home. And that gives us enough time to actually talk about this so that we can get people that attend. Because the last protest, there was about a month or two of sort of hype in the build up to it. And, you know, now we've got 2-3 weeks to speak about it. And then we can go from there. So that's my opinion on the protests. But
my opinion on the protest is that it just can't be a one-off thing anymore.
Yes. Just about to say that.
It's got to be regular, bro. That last one, okay, it got a lot of coverage and then we just went quiet. Win, lose or draw, we have got to change the model, bro. We can't keep on fantasizing when we and getting excited when we win a couple of games and be like, yeah, we're back. Win, lose or draw. Model needs to change, bro. That's it. Win, lose or draw. And I'm not saying get the ownership out. I'm not saying get the board members out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want them just to change the model. If they change,
look,
They won't.
The best
Kev, they
thing that
won't.
can happen, Kev, the best
They
thing
won't
that can
change it.
happen is that Bowley buys out Clear Lake shares. Because you do realize they're not actually able to sell the shares for 10 years unless it's to each other. You know that, right?
They could. You probably definitely know way more than me. I'm sure there's a way they can sell. You can always sell. And I don't know if Bowley has enough to buy them out. Now, I can be
I think what Bowley needs to do is find a way to buy them out. Because he tried to
But what's the big deal with Bowley? Why all of a sudden is it Bowley over Igbali? I don't understand that part. They all should go. All of them, in my opinion. And again, back on Kev. Now, I agree with you, Alex, too. Brentford, that you need to be immediately. The Arsenal game, probably not the good time, too quick or whatever. It can't be a one-off. It's got to be, you can't be inconsistent as this squad is. It has to be consistent. Yeah. And I'm saying this coming all the way, so who am I coming from overseas? But if you platform, your big platform and all need to come together and do this, or else Chelsea will never change under these guys. I truly believe that. I really, truly believe that. Because we've seen this for the last 4.5 years. 2 billion spent, and we're here. And a lot of people I see in the comments too, like people are shouting for JT. I don't want to wish this on him at all. I don't want to wish
JT's not coming, bro. JT's already said a few weeks ago, we're inexperienced, we need more leadership, etc., bro.
Finally, someone called it out.
Do you think the board members are gonna want to bring in someone who's already told them what he wants? Just going to end up in an embarrassment again. And the thing is, JT is an absolute legend for this club. If he gets disrespected the way that these other managers are, that's going to be even worse for them. So bringing JT is not the one. They need to bring in Liam Rosenaire. That is the standard of what we are right now. A manager that is up and coming. He's just going to say yes to everything. He's going to be happy to work with what he's given. That's it.
And push CFC LDN.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
Trash, man.
Basically,
and Alex, and Kev, obviously, as you guys being over there, what do you guys feel about? Like they're trying to rip up Chelsea Football Club and rebrand it. Like they're
CFC
trying
LDN.
Yeah, they don't care about the history. That's just spit. And they can't. I hope they can't change the stadium because of the CPO. I hope that's still going to be there forever.
No. If they change the stadium, this is what I've heard, and I've heard it from a very good source. If they change the stadium and we go somewhere else, they will have to change the name to another.
That's true.
CFC LDM.
Yes.
So it will be called, and this is what you're already seeing it now.
CFC
LDM everywhere. Yeah. So they're already preempting what they're going to do with us
in 5 to 10 years. Who knows?
Let me give you a good example. Do you remember when you had Wimbledon FC, and then you had the new one, Milton Keynes Dons? Exactly the same situation, bro. They had to move out of London to a new stadium and set up a new company, new football team, and that's the way Chelsea Football Club's going right now.
And if you can't, they don't even have a front of shirt sponsor, man.
Man, that's the crazy thing. All you care about is money, and you can't even do the financial thing. That's the mad thing. Like, you want to say what you want about the Glazers.
Well,
those guys know how to get sponsors.
Well, Alex, they don't care about that little money apparently, because they care about the profit they're going to make off of Madueke. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, like it's weird. It's so weird. I don't get it. We've missed out on at least 90 million. If we would have accepted 30 million a season, then we would have had 90 million quid. They're talking about we're struggling to provide the funds. You could have easily done that.
You don't get Garnacho, Gittins, and I'm blanking on the third one, and get Donnarumma and Oshiman. And then I don't know if we're back, but at least we're competing. We're not double-digit points from the top of the league. When's the last time we competed for the Premier League? When we won it?
Wow.
When we won it?
Wow. Last time we were very close.
was when we won it.
Would have been on the Tuchel. Tuchel brought us pretty close. Yeah, and he kind of dropped off towards the end. But that's where the only time I can remember us being anywhere near.
Title charge this and title charge that, man. As soon as the fans realize this isn't the model and protesting is the only way, because voices can be heard and are loud and are effective, they care about their image first more than anything. So if you go at their image, stuff will happen, but it has to be consistent. I love Chelsea too much, man. You know what I mean? My Twitter bio is not even my American. It's Chelsea FC, and then my American sports logos. That's how much I care about Chelsea, man. It's just sad to see what we had, and then where we are now. Now again, I'm going to say it for a second time. We're not going to get the likes of Drogba and Terry and Lampard and Fabregas and Hazard. You know, we're not going to get those players again. But the trying is the thing. They're not trying to get high elite players. They're just trying to get money.
No, they are trying, but it's just the wage cap doesn't suit. It's the wage cap. The 150 grand wage cap, bro. Do you think Usherman is going to come to Chelsea for 150k?
What about Donnarumma?
No. These men are on 250. They're on big dough. They're on big money. They're not coming for peasants, bro. And this is the reason. You got to just open your eyes to see where we're going as a club. Young kids, 8-year contracts, low. Put the contract over 8 years, so you're not having to pay all up front. That's
so what you can do, get profit.
So pay out less to get more. You understand? They're not bothered about putting the money where the mouth is, getting the best, getting the fans on board, and getting trophies. That's not their model, brother. This is the equivalent to this. The equivalent to another team which is in the Premier League would be Brighton FC. This is Brighton FC model of doing things.
You do business like Brighton FC, and here's the player who I missed, and you buy players from a relegated club like Ipswich Town and Liam Delap, and you're Chelsea effing Football Club, and this is how you're running business. You're buying from Ipswich.
It is a business, yeah.
You're buying from Ipswich Town, and you're doing your business model based off of Brighton, and you're Chelsea. Man, what a joke! What a joke! What an absolute joke!
You know what? There's no point. See me now. I am actually convinced that we're done. This is it. I've been feeling this way for a year, couple of years. I know we're done. This is it. Don't be surprised tomorrow when you wake up and see Liam Rossonere as your manager. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised, bro. You see Liam Rossonere in that dugout on Sunday. I can see it. I can honestly see it, bro. Nothing surprises me anymore about Chelsea. I don't know how low we are going to go to get another manager in. Kieran McKenna from Ipswich. I'm not surprised anymore. I am not getting my hopes built up that we're going to get a top manager. I know we're not getting that now. So the standards have been lowered, and we're at that acceptance of the standards, that is normal now to wake up and see shit, bro. Like I said, Liam Rossonere, I know he's coming. I'm expecting to see it. So I don't want to see people that are surprised about it. How can you be surprised? Have you not seen the last few years what you've been witnessing, bro? So how can you wake up and be surprised now that we've got a 7th place league, a French league manager? That's what we're getting. That is what we're getting.
It's wild, man. And it's not. I just don't. I've said all I need to say. You know, it's just it's crazy how much they've buried this club on to how they operate. They just don't want to win. They're just all about the money, man. And until something changes, it ain't gonna change. $2 billion spent and no spine is right. Like over 5 years. And yeah, man. It sucks. And the fan base, you know, I've never seen the fan base so split in sports, honestly. Unless teams are in the guts every year. They're like, well, we're trash, you know, and we're losing some of the likes of Sunderland at home and Leeds and last year was Ipswich. We're getting doubled in Brighton in 1 week, you know.
This is fucking.
You know, that's how far we've fallen, and maybe we're a worse Brighton now. You know, maybe we are a worse Brighton.
Fuck's sake.
You know what I mean? Like,
whenever you try and copy a model, it's never as good as the original. That's the truth. It's never as good. So that's the truth of it. But it's I just can't believe it. We've got Aggie joining us. How we doing, Aggie?
Alex, you all right, lads? How you doing? Happy New Year, boys.
Well. Let's can you turn your screen? Are you able to turn it over, Aggie?
Trying to. How we turn the screen, boys?
I have to watch it that way.
I'll come back.
I'll let him sort out his screen, and then
Alex, I appreciate you leaving me on, man.
Hey, man, good to see you, Bill. I mean, you're welcome to hang around for a bit if you want to.
Yeah, whenever you want to kick me, man. I'm
I'm
all right. You gave me my fair share, but I love talking, man. I love this club. I love this club, man. You know, this is my first time coming on a big platform, and you guys need to come together, man. We need to. Yeah. You got to save this club, man. The fans is the only way.
Let's get Aggie on. Aggie, there we go, mate. All right, we're in. How are you
doing? Well, unfortunately, we are right, didn't it, Alex? What we said on Tuesday, did we? Maresca is gone.
He's gone. He's gone. I mean, we had an interview outside. I feel like every time I see you, Aggie, it's after a bad result. It's when things are really bad. I mean, the original interview, I'll have to find it. But
what did I say to you, Alex? They will get rid of Maresca. They will blame Maresca for everything. That's what they're trying to do now. They're spreading everything on the social media. It's Maresca's fault. Maresca was talking to Man City. These owners, they've been exposed, mate. 4 years, absolutely shambles. They ain't got no intention getting the club forward. We become from an elite club. When they first took over, we just won the Champions League with Thomas Tuchel. We were challenging for the Premier League, and then the government sanctioned us, and we had so much problems. Chilwell got injured. Reece James got injured. We're top of the league, if you remember. And where we are now, 4 years, we changed. How many managers now? They're saying they want stability. That's not stability, is it? It's a mess. It's a circus. Have you seen the rumours? Apparently, after the Bournemouth game, 7 of the hierarchy, they're walking out from the changing room. What are they doing down there? What are they doing down there?
It's embarrassing.
It's a mess. It's shambles. All they care about is making money. They ain't got no intention winning the Premier League or the Champions League. Absolutely shambles. I'm not surprised they sacked Maresca. I told you that Tuesday. They will sack Maresca. Now we're back to the circle again. Who's going to come in now? Do you got any idea, boys? Who's coming in now?
Liam Rosenaire.
Yeah, because he's working for them in France.
Osberg. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We are. Soon as someone opens his mouth and he says something like Maresca, he says something to them. He don't agree for things. Like Thomas Tuchel, he said it. Like Pochettino said it when they wanted to sell Connor and Chalobah. Then they going down that road, sacking the manager. They ain't got no intention. It's shambles. They're clueless owners. Todd Boyle and Ekbali, probably they are in a conflict between each other. Who is going to do it, how he's going to do it. We are suffering. We are Chelsea fans suffering. It took us, like I said to you, Alex, 1982, I watched my first Chelsea game, yeah? And I've seen the dark days when we didn't have no money. We couldn't attract no players. We couldn't pay the bills. And we went slowly, we evolved. And we went in to become an elite club. People were criticizing Abramovich sacking the managers. But what we was doing after sacking the managers, he was bringing trophies to the club. The big trophies. What these clowns doing now? They're sacking managers. You know.
There's no direction.
No direction, boys.
I know 100%. I don't care who we bring in as a manager. Could bring in Pep, Mourinho. and mix it for the 2 best managers ever. Don't matter. If you've got no clarity on the pitch and you've not got no direction with what players you're bringing in, doesn't matter. You're still going to be mid. You know what it is? The players don't make the team. It's a bit of both. But if you haven't got the players, how is the manager going to work wonders with what is? Look at what he's got, bro.
I remember when Mourinho was there, the first time round. Mourinho says to the sporting director, it was Frank Arneson and then Avram Grant. And Mourinho was in a conflict with them because they were signing bad players. And Mourinho says, when you buy Class AX, you're going to make a perfect omelette. When you buy in Class CX, the omelette is not going to taste good. These owners, the direction they are now, sign young, inexperienced players. I'm sorry, but the omelette is not going to be any good. And we've seen the omelette the last 4 years is no good. They're not signing players ready to come in and make the difference. They're happy because we're still where we are and they're still making the money and they counting the money. Fans still going there. But the team is not going to win any serious trophies, which is the Champions League and the Premier League. And we're backflipping. We all think it's going to come good. What are they going to say now? You know, new manager comes in, same again. Probably he will get fed up one day and then they will sack him as well.
Yep.
People blaming the sporting directors. I said to you, Alex, Tuesday, Maresca will go, the sporting directors needs to go, but the owners needs to change the way they do things. If they don't change the way they do things, even if you sack the sporting directors, whoever's going to come in, there will be under instructions. You need to follow the plan. This is the plan. We're signing young, inexperienced players, and one day they will become good. That's how it's going, boys.
This is the question now. Do you think Enzo Maresca didn't know what he was getting himself into before he came to the club?
No, I think he knew, but because we had the success, we won the Conference League and the World Cup in the summer.
Yeah.
He thought I earned the right to open and speak freely to them and say, look, I can't use these players. You need to bring me better players. And as soon as he opened his mouth and he said what he says, bam, there you go. Executed. Gone.
Yeah. And what's crazy to me is, right, is all he is asking for a center back. It's not like he's asking for he just said, I just need a center back. And the owners are like, you're asking us what you're telling us what you need? Oh no, we can't have he's asking for a center back. It's all
he's not allowed. You're not allowed.
With Poch, it wasn't even asking for it. He was saying, please just don't sell Chalobah and Gallagher.
Yeah.
He wasn't even asking for anything.
Pochettino found the formula and he started playing, if you all remember, Conor Gallagher in the middle with Casado. 2 absolutely workhorse in there.
Workhorses.
He blocked the midfield. He freed Cole Palmer to play anywhere he wanted. And we went on a run and we looked good in the back end of the season. So Pochettino is asking them, you're not selling Conor, you're not selling Chalobah. I'm trying to build something here. And what they done? No, you're not telling us what we're doing. We're going to sell Conor because we messed things up with the financial fair play when we came in and we splashed all the money on players. Nobody ever hurt them. I've never heard all those players they've signed. Nobody hurt them. They haven't done a career anywhere. And then we said, yeah, let's spend 50 million, 60 million, 40 million. No, they messed it all up. And Pochettino said, sorry, see you later. I'm going. But look, think about that, yeah? 4 years been there. They sacked Thomas Tuchel. Where is Thomas Tuchel now? He took the Bayern Munich job. He won the league there. And then he got one of the highest paid job, England, and England just qualified for the World Cup without conceding a goal.
I was just about to say, have they conceded yet? No.
No goal yet. Then we go into Pochettino. Where is Pochettino now? He's managing the national team in America. So he's not out of any work. Maresca will get a big job. So all these boys.
Maresca's going Man City.
Well, Man City, he might take the Man United job if they sack Amorim. So all these just showing you the problem is not the managers. The problem is starts up there. They are the ones, they're pulling the strings. They don't know how to run the football clubs. They could sit with me, with you lot, and we could tell them a few things, just take on board, and hopefully you will learn how to run a proper Premier League football club, which has got an ambition, because it took us all these years to become an elite club. Do you remember what Roman Abramovich did when he first came in? The first season, he had Ranieri there. He didn't change nothing. He says, I will leave it and see how it goes. Following season, what he did, Alex? Who was our sporting director? Came in. Peter Kenyon came in.
Yes.
From Man United. Peter Kenyon's pedigree, he won everything under Alex Ferguson. And then he said to Peter Kenyon, tell me what we're doing now. And he brought Mourinho in. Then we're doing the signings. What we got now? We got people they haven't done it. They've been at Brighton. Why are we comparing with Brighton? Why? I just give up with them, mate. You know, the ambition is gone. The standard's gone. Alex, I told you that. You remember the interview at Man City when we lost 4-0 when Potter was there? Where's the standards, mate? Where are they?
Aggie, you're right. And do you know what? I think for those people who don't know that interview, I think it's worth maybe playing it because it's only 3 minutes long. And they'll have an answer because Aggie's been saying this since the beginning.
Yeah,
he's been talking about these owners.
4 years now.
Big up to you, man.
It hurts me, boys.
We're outside the Etihad Stadium. We've just lost 4-0 against Man City twice in a row in the same week, but it just wasn't good enough.
Not good enough, mate. No heart, no passion. All started from the summer. Tommy T's gone. Boiling 4 months, he ruined everything what Roman built in 20 years. Are you happy with what you saw today?
No, I'm not happy at all.
No passion. Every single one of them today should have played extra 100% for Vialli. I was crying up there for Vialli. For Vialli, I was crying. Right? Where's Boiling? Where's Boiling to see that? Did Boiling see that? Where's the standards now, man? Where is the standards gone now? We're just going to put a fight. 20 years, Roman built a team, and Boiling is ruining us. And Potter is looking clueless. He don't know what to do, man. No one's happy. If you're happy with that, I don't know what to say.
But surely you got to put some blame on the players as well. I know that Potter's come in and Bowley's come in, but it's the players as well. I mean, they're on the pitch.
Every single one of them may need to take responsibility. But Boiling is trying to run the club like an American football franchise. This is not good enough, right? You hear that? Who do you think got us in this mess? Chelsea. Tuchel got us in this mess. Tuchel got us in this mess. Respect. There you go. Listen.
We got 2 Champions Leagues, so they can fuck off.
Tommy Ting. One minute, boys. The standards drop now. Now we trust the process, apparently. This is a process coming here. No fight, no passion, nothing. It's there. We know Arsenal. We are Chelsea, man. Trophies in there. From Vialli, from Ruhuli, Mark Hughes, and we come to that. Boiling, trust the process. Not a single one of them played for Vialli today. Not a single one. I was crying up there. Not a single one. Not good enough. And I hope Boiling and every single player watching that because this is not good enough. Chelsea was before Roman, was before Boyle, it was before everyone. Not good enough, boys. Not good enough.
Big up to you, man. That's coming from right here. From right here, you know? And nobody else has that in this club anymore except for a handful.
Speak from the
chest. Big up to you, man.
It's just making me feel so emotional now, boys, honestly, watching that. Because unfortunately, we are right again. They ain't got no ambition. They just absolutely took us over. They're taking everyone for a mug. They're making money.
I said it earlier. Look, don't stress yourself. Don't worry yourself. It's too late. This is Chelsea now. That's it. The Roman days are done. Done.
That's why they're playing the song now. Now they're playing the song. You know, all these years we used to go to every stadium with a chest out and we're saying, we're going to win today. We've got managers there. We've got players there. They're going to do something. We're so confident. Now we go into stadiums and we're like, crap, what's going on now?
Which Chelsea are going to show up today?
You're going to show up, or how many are they going to put past us? This is down to them. They downgrade us. They absolutely downgrade us. They don't get it. What's that mean for us? It takes a lot of work to get to the top, but it's so easy to drop down to the bottom. And that's what they done now. They got us down the bottom now, down the bottom. And they trying to convince us whatever they're doing is going to work. It's not going to work. You're not winning nothing with kids. You're not winning nothing with unproven players. You know, but I said it, Arsenal, the process it was, but they realized that and they start buying players. They spend a lot of money. They're buying players and look at them, they're going to win the league now. I hate to say it, but they're going to win the league. What are we doing? No direction. What are we doing, boys? You know, it's just so painful watching us at the minute. So painful. We always had great players. We always been playing fluent football. You know, it's not enjoyable now. But they don't care. The money coming in, I said it to Alex Tuesday, the money coming in, all what they see is revenues. They don't care about us fans. I'm going to Manchester Sunday again. What hope we got? You know?
And I'm agreeing with you. You said you wanted to cry for Vialli, right?
Yeah.
They don't care about and I don't want to harp on the generation or anything, because I'm 34, so I'm a little bit younger when it comes to Chelsea too. But a lot of people are spitting on history, I feel like, and not remembering history and not remembering what it takes, you know, and finding love for something and what it means to the people that have been around Chelsea their entire life, like you know what I mean, and what it means for the club. They just care about the money. They don't care about loyalty. They don't care about passion. And it's sad.
I was in the FA Cup final when we lost when Glenn Hoddle used to be our player manager. We lost 4-0 from Man United. David Elleray was the referee. He got Eddie Newton sent off in 25 minutes, and United beat us 4-0. Before that, we were playing well. And then I was sitting into the stands with my cousin crying because he was so helpful. We were so dying for a trophy. We were so felt so hard done from the referees. And then we said, one day we're going to come back. And then we signed Ruud Gullit the following season. We signed Mark Hughes. Then Kembe start bringing Zola, Di Matteo, Desailly. And then we start winning. And then we felt so good because we're coming back. We got to show them we got money to compete. Now, these owners, they got money, but they spend them on players. They don't know how to run a Premier League club. They don't know everything what they done from the day one. They sacked in Thomas Tuchel. They sacked the groundsman. They sacked the dinner ladies. They sacked the medical staff.
Sold the hotel, right?
They sold the hotel to themselves. What that's telling you, boys?
Yeah.
You know, they're there to make money.
Yeah.
You know, and until the fans start protesting, nothing will change. We're doing what we're doing because we want them to understand. We want them to realize, change, do the right appointments, change, do the right thing, and compete. You know, it's not like we're asking for anything. 4 years now, clearly it's not working, and I don't know if they're gonna change.
And you see where it's coming from, right? Is Chelsea fans are so like, where have we gone? And we're fifth in the table, right? And it's just like, oh, and we're having this outrage, but we're fifth in the table. Well, because we're Chelsea Football Club, we want to compete for trophies. We want to be, you know, right there with Arsenal and City right now, you know. But instead, how many points are we from? I don't know, 15th.
15
Probably
points
not a
from the
lot.
15. Nah, it's literally 6 points now from
Yeah.
14th, 5th down to 13th, 14th.
So it's
So
like
you're 2 L's away from being
So-
down in the bottom half.
So people are like, yeah, well, we're still 5, but we could get top 4. Well, you lose 2 games, we could be
season's gonna
15th.
I tell you now, I can tell you now, this season's going to be a horrible one. You brought in a manager now.
Yeah.
He's going to have a good window to even get up to speed. If he doesn't get back to the window, he's left the players that he doesn't want for Champions League campaign, 2 league ups. Wow, this season's going to be a horrible.
But we haven't got the players, boys.
Yeah.
When they used to change the managers through the years, we had the players, we had the generals there. We had you look, we had a squad of 23, 24 players, and then you used to say, he's an England captain, England vice captain, German captain, French captain, Ivory Coast captain, Ghana captain, Portugal captain, Czech Republic captain. You used to pick the captains in there, the leaders. They didn't want a manager to manage them. They could manage themselves. You look now, we changed the manager, fair enough. Where are we? Where's the leaders? Reece James, you know,
massive point to what I was saying a bit ago. Do you think on Saturday just gone, if we had Thiago Silva there, that would have happened twice? It would have happened the first time. The second time, no. You stand there, the goalkeeper, you go there. Garnacho, you mark your man there. There is no organisation. There's no leadership within this team. This is the reason why. Bring in whatever manager you want to bring in. It's the players on the pitch that have to step up and do the work when it comes to it, brother.
And then who bought the players?
Let me just hear from Elijah, who's been waiting very patiently. So thanks for being so patient, Elijah. Really appreciate it. What do you think about what you're seeing at the moment? I mean, it's crazy. Obviously, I woke up. I'd have a bit of a heavy night, and that's the first thing I saw when I woke up.
Same here, man.
Oh, Alex, man, like it was supposed to be a good start to 2026 for Chelsea, but it hasn't. You know, I just woke up, and the first thing I saw is that Enzo Maresca is expected to leave Chelsea, and then a few hours later, he's now gone. I mean, it's just been a crazy start to the year, man. And I'm sorry, but these sport directors and Bleak need to leave now. It's as simple as that. Because we had 4 managers in the last 4 years, Alex, ever since they came in. 4 managers in 4 years, and they've all been gone. And do you honestly expect for me to believe they'll bring in a better manager than Enzo Maresca? Because I don't think so. I really don't think so. We have spent all this money, £1.2 billion. 4 of the signings have been a hit, and then the 4 managers have been sacked. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we're just in a mess right now, Alex. We really are. And we've got Man City next. I'm not even going to that game because we're going to get absolutely battered by them. We simply are. Even though I should back my team, I cannot back this. I cannot back Chelsea to do anything against Man City. Rather be beating them for a long time. And if we get, with Senior in, I don't know if he's going to make it better because it might get worse. We might get battered by Man City. You know what I mean? And for me, Alex, I have this 6th feeling we're not going to finish. We're not going to get Champions League next season. We simply aren't, because despite getting only 1 win in 7 in the Premier League, if Enzo Maresca would have been here, then maybe we could have got Champions League. But it looks like that's going to be unlikely now since he's gone. Like, this club is rotten, Alex, from top to bottom. The players, the managers, including the sport directors, everything about this club is absolutely embarrassing. Like, we're no longer a serious club anymore. People do not take Chelsea seriously at all. At all. And whose fault is it? The people upstairs. And that's why I'm saying to Bowen Stanley, Lauren Stewart, Barney, Clay Lake, just leave the football club. Go with Enzo Maresca, because you have caused this mess. You have caused this, by sending under 25.
We've got to be realistic here. We've got to be realistic here. They're not going to leave.
They're not going to leave.
I understand that, but
they're not going to leave. We need to keep going and protesting against them. That's the only. That's the only. Every game. That's the only way to make them change. We need to make the message go loud and clear everywhere to them. Change. Because if we boycott not going to the games, they're still going to carry on doing what they were doing, because they will sell the tickets to people they've never seen Chelsea playing before. You look at it now when you go, the people coming for 2 days on a trip, watching the game, off you go, they back where they come from. They will make the money. The message needs to go to them. We need to be loud and clear. Change your ways, because you're killing us.
I agree, man. And I said this, many different channels.
You know what, boys? I honestly think they don't care now.
That's exactly.
If they get a Liam Rosenarin now, they don't give a shit about what we're saying and so. They don't care about a protest. I honestly don't think they will be bothered about a protest. They'll probably be sitting there looking, thinking.
Well, they can't sell the club. They need to be there for 10 years, isn't it? When they first bought the club, I think there is a clause in there. They can't sell the club after 10 years. It has to be 10 years there. And they got a clause. They need to do the ground as well, which they haven't done nothing about that yet. So
yeah, I just agree. Like, they don't want to go, but like you said, every game at Stamford Bridge we need to protest, because enough is enough. This simply cannot continue anymore. It simply can't. And Alex, I mean, I don't know what you think, but I just getting to a point where my head is all over the place right now, because I just cannot back this right now. I can't back the process. The project is a failure. The money we've been spending has been a total waste. Like, it's just getting to a point where, like, Chelsea Football Club, I do not recognize my club anymore. I simply can't. I did not growing up seeing Chelsea like this. Whenever I was a young kid, I see my club, win titles, winning the Champions League, like competing every season. I do not see this right now, and nothing will change until everything from top to bottom changes. The project needs to change. Everything about this club needs to change, because it's just a joke right now, and we're just finished right now, and that's it.
The thing is, I'm a old school fan. I'm a bit like what's your name again, boss upstairs?
Bill.
No,
Aggie.
Bill. I'm old school fan. And I started watching Chelsea. The era I watched Graham Lassalle, Celestine Babayaro, your Marcel Desailly, your Frank Leboeufs, freaking hell. Carry on. Dan the man as well. Hopefully he gets better as well. I've heard the bad news. What a bad start to the year. Dan Francescu. Give a moment for him as well. Got cancer.
Yeah.
So I grew up watching Chelsea in that era. Every single one of them players over 28, international experience. And no one thing is, we'd lose. We wasn't winning many leagues then, but you know what? They give you every single game. Passion. They fighted for the badge every single game. It was Dennis Wise wasn't having it. If you didn't put your graft in, these players was not having it, bro. And this is the Chelsea that I love. I want to see back. I'm seeing these players walk off the pitch. They don't give a fucking shit. They don't care. We can lose 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. The last game went to against Leeds. Not one of them come over. I think 3 of them come over and cut, walk straight off the pitch after giving us that performance, bro. And not a Wednesday night in Leeds, fans having to stay in the fucking train station, bro. And you come over.
Why do you think is that? Sorry to interrupt you. Why do you think is that? Yeah. Is it any ex-Chelsea pro in the changing rooms or around there? Is there anyone there to tell them what Chelsea is about? No, there's no one there. We have Peter Cech before in there. We have people know what Chelsea is about. Go in those changing rooms and DNA. We're going to lead.
I think that the time has changed as so much that the player, you can bring in whoever you want. It might go one ear and out the other with these players. Like, oh, he's just another Chelsea legend trying to, get us hype, and they'll still go out and lose 3-0 because at the end of the day, they don't care, for the club.
Anyway, boys, I need to go because I'm in the middle of a different commitments. Nice to speak to you, lads. Alex, I will see you Sunday.
Cheers,
I will
mate.
see you Sunday at the game.
Yes.
And then,
I'll definitely
keep
see you
the
Sunday as
faith.
well. I'll see you
Keep
Sunday
the
as well.
faith. Whoever is up there Sunday, we'll see you up there. And hopefully we'll be heard and things will change.
Keep speaking from the heart, man.
Always.
That's right.
Hey, big up to you, Aggie. Thanks so much.
Thank you, boys. I'll see you soon.
Proper right there.
Aggie's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
I've known Aggie for a couple of years. Every now and again, he send me a text. He goes on TalkSport regularly. He calls in on the show. He's a very passionate fan. Father, I haven't heard anything from you, mate. So what's the latest, Father? I'm literally just going to nip off for 1 minute, but I'll be back in a sec. But Father, tell us. I want to know what's going on. Kev, if you just keep it going for me, just while I nip off for a second.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's just what a start to a new year, to be honest with you. I couldn't even thought about it like the way that the sack was today. It was out of surprise, to be honest with you. I would have thought that they wait at least until Man City away, but I'm not very surprised with the escalating news that's been going around for 48 hours now. And you've got Maresca. I see this club statement now. I'll basically just go and read it as I'm speaking. So basically, he wasn't sacked due to the results that we've had in the month of December. It was poorly because he wanted an experience and he called it out. And also it hurts the ego of the hierarchies. I'm not surprised. This is not the first time we've seen a manager has come out and say that we need experienced players. Other previous manager would say it as well. Pochettino said it as well. Potter would say that as well, even though is a shit manager. Even Tuchel as well, in a sense. Yeah. And then Lampard did call at one point.
It did. And Lampard is literally only in for a temporary basis, and even he said, John Terry's came out only a few weeks in a row and said that this team is too inexperienced and we need more leadership. So everyone knows where we at, bro. The only people that don't know where we at right now is them upstairs. And I'm keeping them to say the same thing. They are not going to budge, bro. This is too late now, bro. It's too late. They're already planning on changing the name of the fucking team to cfctvyt. They've got all these things in place to divide this fan base. And we're going to end up being like the fucking Wimbledon FC. This is the way we're going. We're going to have a fucking ground somewhere out of London. We're going to have a different brand. It's going to be split. Half of the fans are going to stay with Chelsea. Half of the fans are going to go with CFCTvyt. That's what I'm actually gradually starting to believe in, bro. Honestly.
You have to look at it from the perspective as well. Let's say, firstly, it's the lack of communication because there was no shared accountability from what I read so far in the club statement. Because when a club explain why a project failed, it usually indicates that the failure is not isolated to an individual. That's the first red flag. Secondly, as well, it's just that the way they run the football club, where clearly they're finding the vision from the beginning, and then they hire these sporting directors to build a squad that is aligned with that vision. So right now, our pattern has become more predictable because we hired a coach for a philosophy. We've got a squad assembled, inconsistently young, we've got the youngest squad in the league by far, and this is
I heard
there's
that
a lack
team
of-
against
there's a
Ball
lack-
was the youngest team
Mhm.
in Chelsea's history to start a Premier League game. Saturday just
There-
come.
yeah, this is why the profiles often overlap rather than the complementary, because you cannot just simultaneously just build a squad and then after that doing it for a resale value, and then you keep changing managers repeatedly and then demand those instant elite stability. That's why I felt that one of those variables it has to give, because at Chelsea, it always been the club we built a club that built from the success from the ground up. And again, it's the lack of communication stems from the leadership, because the silence from them is just, again, that's the biggest red flag of them all, because they're not addressed the supporters yet. The sporting directors, there's not been spoken enough.
The thing is, right, is one of them said it when they came here, that it's more important to build business value than win or lose on the pitch. So they've told the fans that
They have told
from
us.
the beginning.
Bro,
they have told, and
I
they've
watched the
shown
interview
you
last year.
Yeah, and they've shown you year in and year out since they've been here by sacking managers and rinse and repeat that they are fine. Now they'll just blame Maresca to save face because they care about their image at the end of the day. So they'll just revolve and keep doing this carousel and new managers to be Brighton 2.0 and to make money, because that's all. And they told you that from day one, and the fans just pushed it to the side and we're like, oh, we'll see how it goes. But
anyone with a business degree anyone with a business degree have been to university would say they are a private equity firm is all about return of investment. Their core competency is asset control. Then you've got this buzzword about portfolio, cost control, risk distribution. It is, but the way that Chelsea run under Clearlake is that a balance sheet first, and then a hierarchy.
That's it.
Hierarchy is the root of the problem.
It's
football.
You know what it is. You know what it is though. I have no problem with the club being run better as a business, and I believe the way Roman run it, it was only a matter of time before we was getting sanctioned, because he run that club, and he didn't care about FFPD. Let's be real, he'd go out.
He wanted to win.
He was going to get it, irrespective if he's breaking rules. And we broke a lot of rules. We didn't run. He didn't run the club as a good business, but he wanted to win. I'm happy that these are now trying to step it up and make it more of a brand, global brand, this and that, etc. Yeah. But the football on the field is what you get judged on. And the football that we've witnessed, but not only 1 year, 2 years, for 4 years, what have we witnessed under this ownership? How far?
Nothing.
Think of the levels. Yeah. And I was there when Ken Bates was in charge. That's how old I was a kid. I went from Ken Bates, seeing Zola, Di Matteo, seeing the birth. I could keep going on and on and on. Roman Abramovich, Drogba, Terry, this and that. Now we've gone to these new owners. What have we got now? Fucking tossing by the Chile.
Betty is shit.
You see what I'm on about, bro? This club is gone. It's gone there, and now it's fucking sinking, bro. Yeah.
This is why the uncomfortable truth were lies, because we just a financial ownership. That's the thing. We're just a finance team, and until they change their way, their structure and their vision of the club, it's always going to be the same problem as well. It's because they're simply misaligned with what is the definition of elite football club like us is all about. And right now, the way that Maresca has been, the way that the club statement was released around 12:30, it exposes the ownership's visions of struggling to operate in the football side of it. It's just the philosophy that's being exposed. Until that changes, there's a reason why there's no top managers would want to come to us
or top players.
Exactly. It's a rinse, wash, repeat. Yeah. Like people might hate.
That's what I said to you. There's literally.
I'm tired.
Don't stress yourself now. But don't stress yourself now. It's too late. Just turn up to the games. have your chance, witness your shit, go home and be quiet. Because Chelsea,
You know, of
there's
course,
no
I'll be
point
there. I'll
now.
be there on
Yeah,
Sunday
well,
regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, I love
'Cause-
Chelsea. I love
that's
Chelsea.
not- this is
I love
this is
Chelsea,
what we got to do
that's
now,
all. I
though.
love Chelsea, but hey,
Yeah,
clearly,
this is what we got to do.
Yep.
There's nothing we can do. There's no point. It's moaning about poor football, poor management, poor players.
It's
poor
not about
decisions.
football no more.
No point. That's it.
It's not about football anymore. It's not. It's not.
I'm tired, man.
And man, it's and the ownership won't change the model because they've told you and shown you now for 4 years that they won't change. So the only thing that's going to make them change is by mudding them and protesting, not just once, not just twice, as long as you can.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I was speaking to Charlie as well. I was like, Charlie, where are you, mate? He texted me. He said, it's so busy. Obviously, everybody's calling everyone and going on shows and
He's on
whatnot.
Sky Sports. He's on the other.
Is he doing
streams as
Sky
well.
today?
Yeah, he was on Sky today as well. He was on other stream as well.
Fair play.
He got invited to other stream as well. I saw him. I just watched him now.
What stream's he on?
It's called Don Hussam.
Oh, I know Don. Yeah. Well, I don't know him
Not
personally, but
Greasy Don. No.
No, Dom Hassam. Yeah. He's the Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? I think it is very, very relevant, and you're more than welcome to stick around for this. I think it's very relevant to watch some of the recent fan cams where this has been spoken about, because, well, I don't think really the message has quite got through. It's not really got through. I think it's definitely worth looking at what people have said, and going from there. And yeah, so we're gonna be listening to some of the fan cams. This is gonna be a long show. I'm happy to do a long show because this is a big occasion, and this is honestly, it's one of the worst decisions I think that has been made in a long time from any Premier League side. I mean, I'm trying to think of worse. Can anybody give me anything remotely close?
I think all four Clear Lakes club statement have been the worst by far.
I mean, I'm thinking of maybe like a Leeds sacking in the middle of the season, or I don't know, Watford sacking their managers.
No.
United haven't done anything like this.
No, respectfully, all Clear Lake four club statements has been.
I mean, at the time and right now and everything, this is probably the dumbest decision they've made. But the worst decision they've made is sacking Tuchel. You know, so
That's true.
Four of them, I would say, yeah. Like
That's
Tuchel, Pochettino, Potter.
I don't rate Pochettino and Potter, but
yeah, that's the thing. Again,
But in hindsight, we should have just kept Poch.
There was
If we're being brutally honest, and if we knew that this was going to happen, we should have just kept Poch.
I just can't get
The only thing I will say is that Maresca gave us a Club World Cup, and Poch wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Poch wouldn't have
That's
done
the
that. But
Again,
Poch, I tell you what, if we're going to become a top 4 team, if that's what we are, I want to see us play some fucking nice football. And I was entertained. And I haven't been entertained under Maresca. I'm entertained. You know, that was one of my biggest criticisms of him last season. And the only reason I brush it aside and I say you've earned some respect is because you won trophies. And now we see the direction the club's going in. Trophies. What is a trophy?
Again, I think the biggest red flag of them all, not only the sacking as well, but look at the signings since Poch has been left the club. I've got a list here. I've got Tosin, Kellerman, Mark Yu, Dewsbury Hall, Caleb Wiley, Jorgensen, Anselmino, Neto, Felix, Pender, Sancho, Delap, Hugo, Gittins, Hato, João Pedro, Paes, Sarr, Buonanotte. Look at the list and the of those players and tell me what you see. Nothing. Not even a game changer. Not even let's say a star boy or a star boy material, for example, like Esteva and that. Other than that, it's nothing. They just want to player trading and sell. They just want to have that ROI. That's
return on investment, buy to sell club, business value over win and losing on the pitch. They told you it from day one. and it's still happening 4.5 years later.
Do you know what? For me, the red flag was when they signed, when they fired Pochettino. It's not because of the football and that, like, it's because of the other side of it. It's the way that he exposed the owners.
Yeah, they don't
That's
like it. They hate getting their image tarnished. They hate it. So if anybody, Maresca was a yes man, then he started speaking out, and look where he's at. You know, same with Potter and same with Pochettino. So if the manager isn't going to run it how they're going to want it to run it, they're just going to sack the next manager.
It's like you said, signing best young players and offering them a substantial contract. How's that going to work? I mean, we lost a lot of money now. Like, where's our money?
Mate, it's ridiculous.
They're in
Considering
debt.
all we care about is money, we're really not spending the money well. I mean, we are spending the money really
money
well.
ill-willed, and now they're in debt, I believe.
Huge debt with interest that's going to be accruing.
Double-digit interest rates. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's
interest
smart.
is gonna
And
go
didn't Roman leave the club debt-free?
Correct.
So I mean, what are we doing?
He wrote off the debt
because he loved this club.
Do you know what? I'm not buying into this PR of they can't sell the club. I'm not buying that.
Thank you. Yes, they can. They absolutely can. They won't.
I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the contract.
Don't say that, please. I just don't buy that PR.
But I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't know how that can happen. The one thing that we know for a fact is that Bowley can buy out Clearlake, and so I know that's a fact. So if I'm just going off of that, then I'd say that's the best solution for everyone. People go, you don't like Bowley, or I don't like Bowley. We don't want him. Nobody's saying that you want him, but you prefer him to Clearlake. You'd rather have an American. Why?
Yeah.
Because he has a track record, because he's hands off, because he doesn't mind paying good wages. I mean, you see what he's done with the Dodgers. Otani, mate. When you actually look at what he did with that contract, it's one of the biggest contracts in sports history. It might even be the biggst contract in sports history.
Yeah.
So, you know, people might not like Bowley, but I mean, I actually enjoy watching baseball, and I watch the Dodgers, not regularly, but like I keep up to date. What they have done, and he's not the only guy.
Sure.
What they've done is sensational, and
absolutely,
it takes time, no doubt. But I'd rather have an FSG than a Clearlake. And Bowley is the equivalent of that FSG that we have, right? FSG, what do? They bring in the best in class, and they allow them to do their job. They give them a lot of time to implement, their system. That's what they did with Klopp. And, they back them, not necessarily financially, but, they give them the support with what they have. Maresca doesn't even have that. He doesn't even have support with the resources. I mean, that's the worst working conditions you could ever ask for.
The thing with FSG, though, right? And I have a little bit of experience on this because they own the Boston Red Sox, and I'm in baseball, and I'm from Boston.
Right.
And they spent money. We won the World Series in 07 or 04, 07, 13, 18, because we had the highest payroll, bought the best players. Then they got into Liverpool, and they switched it. They became Chelsea now, buy to sell, and they started throwing everything at Liverpool, and now they're the Dodgers, they're Liverpool. You know what I mean? So Fenway is doing both. They're buying to sell with the Red Sox, but yet they're paying everybody at Liverpool. So if you want to have FSG, I mean, I get it from a football standpoint, but like they're also, have their hands in two clubs and all this as well, and is buying to selling in another sport. So that's just my experience from FSG. But I agree with you, Bowley, hands off, because it's like Baldy making all the decisions for the owners.
I mean, he's making the decision. Bowley passed him the power.
Yeah.
But I mean, I spoke to
can see
about
that
this last year, and
I'll have to get in
touch. I'll have to get in touch with them again. I spoke with a lawyer and a guy who works in private equity, and they educated me on a lot of things. This is before the last protest. Or just after the last protest, I think it might have been. And like they basically explained what is going on and some of the politics, like stuff that we would just never know. And basically, Bowley needed Clearlake to buy Chelsea. He needed them because he didn't have the money.
Yep.
So he is, in a way, indebted to them, because without Clearlake, Bowley
He's at
wouldn't be able
Chelsea.
to own the club, right? He then tried to buy out Clear Lake and get funding in Saudi Arabia. He didn't get that funding. That never happened. So, and that's when the drift sort of started, right? And the reality is that they're both going to probably want to buy each other out. But I mean, Bowley, it makes so much more sense for Bowley to do it because Bowley's going to hold on to it, and then it will grow in value, and then he'll make his money as well. Like that's what he wants.
Yeah.
With Clear Lake, they don't want to hold on to this asset for long. They'll hold on to it for as long as they can, and then they'll get rid. You know, they just want to in out.
And out.
Make your money.
Yep.
I mean, if they could do it in 2 years, they would, but it has to be 10, apparently, unless obviously they can sell as
because they had to sell all the assets at first and then get all this profit back on ROI and all this stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be a difficult return on investment, though, especially with the interest and everything. You've got to pay that off, and then you need to maintain a level as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
How we doing, Karam?
I'm doing as best as we can be doing now. How's everyone doing? Good.
Yeah, man.
Well as we can be, man.
We've been speaking about everything, and I mean, I'm still shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. But I mean, what do you think about what you've? Well, I presume you woke up to it like me.
Yeah, no, I was following it all last night. Like, it's been a bit of a roller coaster because we're seeing it started off with Maresca, being given until the end of January to improve results. That's what the first reports I was seeing. And a couple hours later, I'm seeing, the tension's growing. There's problems brewing. And I wake up, and next thing I know, he's sacked. Like, it all moves so quickly, And after that, I'm seeing the names on the shortlist. I'm seeing obviously Rosinha. I'm seeing Rosinha, but I'm also seeing other names that are there that for the taking. There's no one. I don't think there's anyone else out there that can do better than what Maresca's doing personally, unless you go for a Zidane or a Klopp. But obviously, that's never going to happen with us.
No chance. We won't even get a Glasgow, mate.
No chance. That's what I'm saying. We have on the list. Well, not on the list, but potential options. There's Glasner, there's Xavi, there's Fabregas. It's Chelsea, and he's obviously doing a job at Como. But then I'm seeing all these links getting shut down straight away. So what it seems to me is if they wanted Rosinha from months ago. Yeah. This was the plan. And they've scripted all this, and this was in the making for a while, and now they're just getting to do it now, New Year's. That's what I'm seeing as.
So what does that say? What does that say to you though? That they've had this plan now probably for months to getting this Strasbourg manager in here.
Yeah. They're obsessed with Strasbourg, mate. That's the problem is. Like, look, I'll be real. I rate the Strasbourg link that we have. I think it can be beneficial and it can be good.
Sure.
But don't be obsessed with it, Yeah. There's a big difference in level between Chelsea and Strasbourg, right? So you can't just think, let me just get the manager of 7th place in Ligue 1. He'll just do a job at Chelsea. Like he'll just do a job. Let me get these players from Strasbourg and they'll just do a job. Like. And I'm pretty sure Rosinha plays 5 at the back, bro. So who's going to play in the wing backs? Is James going to play wing back? And get
what they should do? Since Cucurella's hurt, might as well bring back Chilwell.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts, Estevao at wing back, Pedro Neto wing back. I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen worse. So,
Pulisic at wing back once.
Yeah, no, it's not looking hopeful. But yeah, we can pray.
It's the thing, man. It's we've been saying it. It's it's not the players' fault, but it is because they're only so limited, because they're only so good. It's from the top down, man. If they're not gonna change how they do things, it's never gonna change, And as fans of who love Chelsea, we're just gonna be watching. They're not gonna go, and we're not gonna get them out. We have to accept that we are a Brighton 2.0 now, so we can't get mad at losing matches to Leeds or Sunderland.
Yeah,
we can't get mad anymore.
Changed.
It's crazy, man. It's
crazy. Changed too much.
In 5 years, it changed. That's how quick.
Yeah,
that's how quick they buried this club.
It's only going worse.
I need to show you this book as well. I'm going to show you a book.
5 years. We won the Champions League right after COVID. Literally, the day COVID was lifted is when I went to the pub and we won it.
Yeah, I'll be real. Getting rid of Tuchel, that was rough. That was rough. But this feels worse for me.
Yeah.
I read this book on holiday in Greece. I don't know if you can see it or if it's back to front. It's called The World's Biggest Cash Machine. It's about Man United. And it's a really good book. And I actually recommend all Chelsea fans read this So we can relate to this now.
Absolutely.
But what this teaches you about Glazers is how good they were at the business side of things. And basically talks about Ed Woodward, like what he did, blah, blah, blah. And sort of the struggles with the football as well, right? And this is the thing, though. Like, when Wayne Rooney was about to leave Man United, like, they were like, shit, we're going to lose a top player here. Adram Glazer, whichever Glazer, personally called Wayne Rooney, told him like how valuable he was to the club, gave him a big contract, right? Gave him a nice big contract. And he basically did anything possible to keep him involved, right? He did everything possible. And Wayne Rooney got a big contract, 200 grand a week, whatever it was, which, you know, in those days was a huge amount of money. That's like 400-500 these days.
Yeah.
Anyway, they retained Wayne Rooney, right? The point being that the Glazers understood that in order to, you know, be a top club, they need top players, and they need, you know, they need to be winning in order to continue to produce at the highest level. And they slowly drained Man United for everything they were worth. And we just went the complete opposite way. You know, if we had Wayne Rooney, we would have sold him. We would have sold Wayne Rooney.
yeah.
If we had Ronaldo, we would have sold him. We would have sold Messi. We would have sold all of them. And we sold every single thing that we had in this club. And yeah, I recommend it, guys. If you read World's Biggest Cash Machine, really, really good book if you want to learn about sort of how owners can basically extract money out of a football club.
Very interested in reading Roman's book too now.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, it's good.
Yeah,
it's a good book. I mean, I'm going to read Roman's book as well, but yeah, it's just yeah.
Yeah,
I think what we're going to do as well, guys, we're going to react to some of the fan cams as well. I said we were going to do that earlier, and then I had to go. We've got to hear about what some people said regarding the ownership, because it is it's something that you can't deny. You cannot deny it. So this segment will be a little bit longer. But if there's anything you guys want to say beforehand, now's your chance. And then we'll get cracking. Father, do you want to say anything? I know you went for a little shit.
Honestly, it's just at the moment we are in a mess, man. We are in a mess.
I'm sure.
Until
it's true.
Until this managerial stuff sort out, and nothing's really changed though. That's the thing. And we're gonna be there on Sunday. I'm gonna be there. You're gonna be there, and good luck for you as well, finding ways to travel to Manchester, because it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. So yeah, man. How are you gonna go up there, Alex? You're driving.
Am I driving?
Yeah.
To Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I thought you were asking me if I was driving now. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. I'll get a train.
Yeah. Good luck. There's so many rail strikes on Sunday.
Is it that bad?
How long is that drive?
Yeah.
3-4 hours.
3-4 hours.
That's like my drive to Philly for when we lost to Flamingo.
Basically, there's no trains from London to Manchester direct, so you have to go to Sheffield first, and then from there to Manchester.
Yeah, the trains are messed up right now.
Yeah. Good luck on Sunday.
Oh, cheers, Father.
The last thing I will say, Alex, before you start this fan cams is, and I've said this before on the stream since I've been on here, it just can't be. If you guys are going to do a protest, which I hope it does happen, it can't be one game. It's got to be continuous.
Yeah,
and the fans have to come together now more than ever if you want to save this football club from becoming Brighton 2.0 or Wimbledon or whoever, or now West Ham even, about to get relegated or something. It can't be Brentford and that's it. It's got to be every single game.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot for the owners to change their opinion, though. It's going to have to be a consistent.
Now, if you don't want to be consistent, then we as fans have to accept that we're Brighton now.
This is why I had the problem with the protest from last season when we beat Southampton. it's the message that wasn't being addressed clear enough.
Well, everybody was split then still, I think.
I think at that time it was we was just favorite seats and were the price extortionate tickets whatsoever. So
Yeah.
there weren't enough message to get across to the club, and not a lot of people will turn up that day. But now, almost all the Chelsea fan base have now seen it. Not let alone the big content creators seeing it now. Even Matisse are already turning to Blue Co out. So now the problem is there. Now you got Charlie's already put a tweet as well. So I think we might as well just put all aside, all this shit together. Just put everything aside. Let's just all unite as if one big fan base and send that big message to the club.
Yeah, I mean, we got to all do it at the same time as well. It can't just, as you say in there, if we do it for one game, they're going to be like, oh, cool. Like,
yeah,
they're not going to take it seriously, and nothing's going to happen. It's going to, to overrule the board, it's going to take a lot, a lot.
But it can happen because look what everybody did with the Super League. Now that was bigger, obviously.
Yeah, 100.
You know, but
100%.
Right, let's get into the fan cams. Appreciate everyone jumping on. This segment will be a little bit longer, so I won't be chatting as much. So if you want to jump off, now is the time to do it. Otherwise, you can just hang around and watch, but there won't be much talking.
Yeah, I am going to jump off, Alex. I appreciate the time, man, and I hope we get to do this again. I got to
Thanks for coming on, my friend.
Hey, yeah. Cheers, guys.
In a bit, bro.
Right. Let's get into it then. So, listen, there's some fan cams. We've all spoken about the ownerships. So we're going to listen to a couple of them. We're going to listen to Aggie. We're going to listen to Charlie. Let's get straight in there.
It's so bad. So
obviously, we had that interview a couple of years ago after the City game
and the Wolves game.
What did you think about what you saw today? 2-2 against Bournemouth. Points shared.
Wow, we don't deserve any more, are we? First half, all over the place. I mean, 2-2, no good, mate. The team is struggling. Players, we're expecting an 18-year-old lad, Esteval, to take the team on and drive us forward. We ain't got nothing else. It took Cole Palmer off. Why is it taking Cole Palmer off? It's going to say he's injured. He's trying to protect him. It's not good, mate. It's not good. And the worst thing is, one way. This is what we're playing. Same system, all over, all the time. We ain't got no chance to do anything. It's so bad. So bad.
I mean, the stadium, everyone was booing when Palmer came off.
Well, if you're not winning games, the fans will turn. The fans will be happy if we start winning games. We're not winning games. The fans not happy. We see how the squad is not good enough. The signing's not good enough. The team is lacking experience. We ain't got no experienced players. The owners, they ain't going to change. They just stick what they're doing. They buy young, inexperienced players. We said it all along. We're struggling. We ain't got no chance doing anything, mate. We are, apart from Reece James and Chalobah and Esteval trying to do something, and maybe Cole Palmer, but Cole Palmer keeps taking him on and off. He keeps trying to protect him. We ain't got nothing. We signed Liam Delap. He ain't going to do it. He was bringing João Pedro on. He's not doing it. It's not good. Alex. We've gone from challenging for the league. We went to that now. Now it's all like process. Sit there and wait. It ain't going to happen, mate. It ain't going to happen. It's so bad. And I don't know what the fans think. I mean, no, I don't think people are happy. You see them today. They start booing, innit?
Do you think that the people have lost hope?
I've lost hope. Since these honest took over. 4 years now, they wasted all that money. On unproven, inexperienced players. The team ain't going to do any good. We're signing players on data. We see them playing for 6 months, and we think they're going to do it. They can't do it. Premier League, go and sign players which they're ready-made to give us that edge. We can't do it. The way they do things, they wasted all that money
on unproven players, and it's not going to happen. We've got a young squad there, but they need experience. They need players. They need leaders.
Too young.
Exactly. This is what it is. You look, no one's coming to us. These owners, if they carry on the same way, I've lost hope anyway from the day dot. They ain't got no clue how to run this club. They copy the Brighton model. They bring in all these Brighton players. What did Brighton want all these years? 4 core. We're not going to win anything with them. They need to sign players, ready-made players. They had a chance to sign Donnarumma. They haven't signed him. They had a chance to sign Aggie from Crystal Palace. They haven't signed him. Why is Semenyo now? It's going to go to Man City. He's going to go there because he's going to win things. He ain't going to come to us, is he? It's not the manager's fault. He starts from the top. They're honest. They're honest. The directors, this is the way they're going. Sign young, inexperienced players. We're not going to do it. I've lost hope. I don't know about the other ones, but I've lost hope ages ago. It's shocking, mate. One game, they could be brilliant. One game, awful.
That's what inexperience gives you.
Exactly. The team looks dead. Without Reece, that team is finished. We went from elite club, winning everything. We've gone down to challenging now to reach that top 10 spot.
Top 10?
Top 10, yeah. Well, you see us challenging top 4? Arsenal, Man City, Villa, even Man United start playing well now. How? We can't score goals. Who's going to score the goals?
You don't think we'll get Champions League this year?
No chance this way. And you know what? Every team we play, they know how to play against us. It's the same way. Every game. 4-2-3-1. That's how he plays. 4-2-3-1. Cole Palmer looks fed up. Cole Palmer had the best year for us when he was playing with Pochettino on the left, on the right, everywhere. Now, behind the striker. He can't do it all. But the problem starts from up there. The owners, the directors, they're happy because we finish in the top 10. They're happy. They gain the money. We're not happy. I'm not happy. I've seen Chelsea from all the years through. 1982, I was here, right? 1982, and we went all the way. Ken Bates used to sign 30-year-old on a free transfers, high wages, but the football was football. It was brilliant. Now what are we watching? Sideways. Nothing happening. Esteval, 18 years old, is trying to do a little bit of magic. I don't get it, mate. They wasted all this money, 50 million there, 60 million, for what? Did any of you get excited watching these players playing?
Fuck no.
Exactly. You know, we used to see players, Zola, we used to see Hazard, Pedro, Willian, get us off the seats all the time. Garnacho, he goes in, he goes out, he loses the ball. How? Enzo Fernandez, 120 million. He should score that goal there. Frank Lampard was there. He will bury this straight in. What was he doing? He sent it over the stands. No hope, mate. No hope. But it starts from the top. It's not just Maresca's fault. They brought him in to do the job they want. That's it. It ain't going to happen. And then end of the day, they're going to sack Maresca like Pochettino left because they done what they done to Pochettino and he walked away. And then they will blame Maresca.
So you think they will sack him at the end of the season?
Eventually, if they not start winning games, they will sack him. But then who's going to come? Another yes man. Because he ain't going to change. They're not going to change, Alex. The ones up there, they're not going to change. The message needs to go to them. Change your ways. Bring us players, not unproven, inexperienced players. This is not good. I don't think they know what club they bought. They don't know what club they run. This club is being built on great players all through the years. I used to get excited just watching Mark Stein, John Spencer, Ruud Gullit, Vialli, Mark Hughes, because we're having a go every game. What these doing? What's that rotation? Oh, we got to protect Fofana. He's coming from injury. Oh, we got to protect Reece. We got to protect Cole Palmer. But we're not winning games, are we? Keep changing the team. Soon as they said we are in a title challenge, what happened? Bosh, down. The same last season against Fulham, Boxing Day here. You remember? They said against Fulham, we're going to Chelsea's in the title challenge. What happened? We lost from Fulham Boxing Day and then we went down the drain. But they're happy. They gained the money, mate. They're honest. The people coming to watch it. We're all spending the money. We are going to suffer, not them. They don't give a clue. They don't give a toss, mate. They don't care. They don't care.
Thank you very much, Aggie.
No
See you,
problem,
my
mate.
friend.
No problem. Happy New Year to you.
Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2 in the Premier League. I'm here with Charlie. A lot to say last time I spoke with you, Charlie, about the process, about the recruitment at Chelsea. And, you know, it's starting to get toxic. We always knew that if we didn't get points against a struggling Bournemouth side, it was going to be tough. And although it is a draw, it feels like a loss.
That's crap, mate, isn't it? Well, to be honest, I said what I said the other day. Nothing's changed, and it's quite fitting to end the year with another game where summed up by shocking defending and lack of quality in front of goal. And that is just a rinse and repeat pattern for so many games. We can't defend. The goals that we concede are comical. They're school-level goals. School-level goals we're conceding. The 2 goals against Villa were awful to concede. The 2 goals tonight, embarrassing to concede. What's Bernardo Cuellar doing? What are we paying him to do? We've conceded 4 goals from set pieces from long throws this season. The most goals in the league conceded from long throws is us. How can you not just organise yourself in the box? How hard is it to defend a long throw-in? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing on someone else. Like, I'm not even angry. I'm just tired of this. It's just so boring. It's so predictable. It's so draining. And it's just a rinse and repeat pattern, mate. This squad is bang average. It's bang average. We're not underachieving. This is what this squad's capable of. The ceiling is a 4th/5th place. That's the best we can do with this team. That is how good this team is, because that's all they're interested in. All they're fussed about is a 4th or 5th place, get Champions League football, and then win a cup here and there.
When you say they,
ownership,
right,
mate, that's what they care. Mate, we're like Arsenal at the end of the Wenger era. Top 4, get an FA Cup every few years. We're happy. That's not what we do here. That's not what we do here. We compete to win Premier League titles, to win Champions League, to win the best trophies available, and to compete at the top end of the Premier League year in, year out. We are nowhere near. We are miles away, absolutely miles away. Look how poor this squad is. Look at the quality coming off the bench. Look at the quality in the attacking third. There's none. We've got 4 or 5. We've spent, however many billions we've spent, we've got 4 or 5 top players, and the rest are bang average. This is not a surprise, mate. This is by design. When you sign average players, you're going to have an average team. I feel sorry for the likes of James, Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Cucurella, because these lot turn up, they put performances in, they play to a high standard, and we have surrounded them with average players who are not good enough to wear the shirt. And that's where we are right now. We are a joke. I said we were a joke last time. We are a joke. And I don't really know where we go from here. People come for the manager. Ultimately, like, it doesn't matter who's in the dugout. It makes no difference who's in the dugout whatsoever, because when you are given those tools to try and compete and try and move yourself up the table, you're not going to do that. That's just not going to happen. And you're like, people need to wake up, right? People just say get rid of the manager. Do they realise what sort of a manager is going to come in? Do you remember what the shortlist was when Poch left? It was Maresca, Thomas Frank, and Kieran McKenna as the final 3. And like, you're telling me that this lot are going to employ a top-level manager? No, they're not. It will be a Liam Rossinio. It will be Kieran McKenna's probably still on there. They'll maybe get Cesc Fabregas. I don't know. But no one who has got any level of managerial ability is going to want to come anywhere near this football club working under these directors and this ownership. That's the reality of the situation. They hate being challenged. They don't like people questioning them. And they want someone that's not going to answer back to them whatsoever. And no top manager accepts those working conditions. Maresca accepted it at the start. okay, because he's come from a smaller club and he's grateful for the opportunity. He's had some success. He's earned the right to question things. He's earned the right to ask for more backing, and they don't like it. What did he ask for in the summer? A centre-back. Another game today where the centre-backs let us down and were shocking defending. We asked for a centre-back in the summer. We didn't get one. Liam Delap, useless. Utterly useless. Okay? That was the centre-forward signing. Chelsea was supposed to kick on this season, and we signed Liam Delap, Garnacho, and Gittins. And we're supposed to be closing the gap to Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City.
Do you think we're closing the gap in the opposite direction?
Mate, we're 5 points from 15th in the table. What do you think we're doing?
Table's closer than we realise.
No, we're just shit. That's the reality, mate. We're 5 points from 15th. We spent 250 million quid in the summer, and we are 5 points from 15th place. Bournemouth were playing us off the park tonight. They hadn't won in 8 or 9 games. And they came here and they were playing through us with ease. They were knocking it about. They were playing us off the pitch. They should have scored. They should have scored at the end. Can't remember the guy's name now. He put it over on the penalty spot. They should have scored a couple of goals in the first half, more than they already did. And I don't know where we go from here, mate. The whole thing's a mess. And the manager, all right, certain things he gets wrong. I get that. I criticise him this season. He gets things wrong. This problem's way deeper than the manager. I'd have so much more energy for the manager if they'd given him a squad to compete and actually given him top quality players to do it with. If we had a complete squad and a decent level to compete at, then you could have more energy for the manager. Ultimately, the manager's been given an average squad and we're getting average performances and average results. But that's not a surprise because everything, this process, stinks of average. They're not interested in being the best of the best. The culture and the standards start at the top. And when you're happy at the top to not compete and to not challenge, that seeps all the way through the club. And they think that that's acceptable. We don't have to win. We don't need to do this. That comes from the top. And we've got no winners, no leaders, no know-how, no nothing. And yet these lot just sit here and you see them. They're trudging across the pitch. Egg Barley, the two sporting directors, and they're going in the dressing room and they're probably going to have a go at the manager for not getting a result tonight with the shit players that they signed and gave to him. Where's the accountability to those above? Where is it?
It's interesting as well. When you look at Clearlake, who are obviously running things, Feliciano was talking about how I don't know if he was bragging, I don't know if that's the word, but he was talking about how he was able to drag the wages down and obviously business value.
That's a win for them. That's a win for them. We've brought the wage list down, right? Let's put that in the trophy cabinet. And they're obsessed. All they think about, right? When you're not signing players to make your team better, when you're signing purely for financial reasons, that's when you're finished. That's when you know you're in big trouble. Why don't Chelsea sign players like Ollie Watkins as an example from Saturday night? Why don't Chelsea go and sign a player like an Ivan Toney? Why don't Chelsea sign these players? Well, I'll tell you why I don't sign these players. Because there's no future asset value in them. You get 3 years out of Ollie Watkins. There is no resale value in him whatsoever. You get 3 years out of Ivan Toney. You can't sell him for any money. And so rather than what that 3 years can give you and what contribution that player can make and take you towards getting to where you want to be, they're more concerned about, well, we don't care about that. We just want to make sure that we can get a return on some of these players when we sign them and they inevitably don't work out because they're young enough and they're not on massive wages. We can still get the majority of our money back. And that's all they care about. We're not buying players to improve. Please tell me how we are making progress by signing the sorts of players that we're signing. We're not.
But we copied the Brighton model. That's what Egg Barley said. He said that Brighton are one of the best run clubs in the Premier League, and he specifically spoke about the fact that they only spend 10% of their revenues on wages.
And do you know what else they also do? They win absolutely nothing. So is that what we want to be? We just want to be known as, oh, well, do you know what? We spend X amount of our revenue. We've reduced our wage bill. We've done X, Y, Z, but actually on the pitch, we've not improved and we've done absolutely nothing. Is that what we are now? Is that what we are? We're celebrating making profit from selling players. We're celebrating reducing our wage bill. We're celebrating things that no fans actually care about, that doesn't actually matter unless you're getting results on the pitch. It's all very nice to see that. I want results on the pitch. We should have had Michael Elise playing for us. We should have had Victor Osimhen playing for us. We should have had Mark Gurhey playing for us. Donnarumma playing for us. We should have had these players playing for us. But instead, they were not prepared to pay the money to get the top players in that make the difference. Why?
Why? What do you think they're going to be prepared to do in January?
Absolutely nothing is what they're going to be prepared to do in January. You might get some signings for the future that are 16 now and they'll join in 2028 when they're 18. We're getting nothing that is going to move this team and improve us. And do you know what, mate? I said I was worried about qualifying for the Champions League after the defeat to Villa on Saturday. I'm concerned now. I think we're going to really struggle to qualify for the Champions League. We're just not good enough. We simply aren't good enough. Villa, we're not going to close that 10 points on Villa. Liverpool, despite how poor they've been, are better than us, and we're not going to finish above them. Arsenal and City, that's done. We got to start looking behind us. We got to start worrying about Man United's. We got to start worrying about Newcastle's, Spurs. These are the sort of teams that we need to start being concerned about. We need to forget about Liverpool, Man City, Aston Villa, Arsenal. We've got to be looking behind us because we're playing for 5th and 6th place.
That seems to be our reality at the moment. But I mean, things can change very quickly, Charlie. I don't want to be that guy. But maybe this is a blip. Maybe.
What evidence have you seen of things changing?
Well, I mean, we managed to turn around last season and get top 4. We did do that. We had a very tough period.
We did.
And my hope, and this would be better, is that our tough period just come a little bit earlier and we're going to finish even stronger. That's what I'm hoping for.
Have you seen what grounds we still got to go to? We still got to go to City away. We've got City on Sunday, no Caicedo. That could get very ugly for us. We still got to go to the Emirates. We still got to go to Anfield. We still got to go to Villa Park. We still got so many difficult away grounds to go to, and our form at home is shocking. We're about 14th or 15th in the form table at home. It doesn't matter where we play, mate. We're struggling to get results. The squad's not good enough. The players aren't good enough. Nothing is good enough. And you can get rid of the manager if you want, but nothing's going to change. Because you just start the whole process all over again, like it is when we sign players. We develop them for a couple of years, sell them, bring in players that are worse than them, develop them, they get to a level to contribute, and then we move them on and we start doing the same shit all over again. We are going absolutely nowhere with this lot in charge until they change their ways.
And just on more of a football side, what do you think of the rotation? There's a lot of people in Matthew Harding that aren't happy with that.
Mate, Bournemouth is so... Like, that team was more than good enough to beat Bournemouth. We defended shockingly, gave away 2 cheap goals. That should have been an easy win today. You know, we're guilty of missing multiple chances in the second half. Pedro and Esteval plays them in.
I think we understand what Charlie was saying. We don't need to talk about Bournemouth. Let's keep it on the owners. One more fan cam I'm going to show you from Saeed, which is very relevant. He was speaking about the ownership as well.
Bournemouth 2, Saeed, thanks for being patient and waiting. I said to you, I said, listen, mate, if you don't get on now, we're going to be away. It's been like 45 minutes, isn't it? But that's what it gets like. People get emotional, man. People want to talk about this game. You've had a bit of time to contemplate what you've seen now, maybe give more of a level-headed approach. I don't know, but I mean,
I don't think I'm going to be level-headed. I'll be honest. We're in a bad situation right now, Chelsea Football Club. People need to realize where we were 15 years ago. We were competing with Rooney and Ronaldo and going into title races with Manchester United, and look at us today. Yeah, we've won 1 fucking game in December. Everyone's looking left, everyone's looking right. People need to understand. People need to look up at these fucking bastards at the top. We got Giovanni Quenda coming in next season. We can't put no pressure on him. He's about 18, 19 years old. We've already got Esteval here. Can you believe the mighty Chelsea? Yeah, we are looking at an 18-year-old to bail us out against Bournemouth, a team that's accumulated 7 points away from home. This is shocking. This is one of the worst times as a Chelsea fan. Last season we got out of jail. Yeah, we got out of jail. Let's be honest. We recovered towards the back end of the season after Levi Colwill and the guys turned it up. Yeah. We're not doing that this season. I'm telling you now. We're not turning it around. We will be lucky to get 5th. Because the way that Villa are on a tear right now, they're not going to fall off like Nottingham Forest last season. Villa have the ability to go all the way and get top 4. We are in a bad place right now. Enzo Fernandez, people need to start looking at this guy. He scored a goal today, but he was shocking. This guy on the transition, he is useless. Off the ball, I can comfortably say he's one of the worst midfielders in the league. Yeah, half the time he's just fouling people because he has a lack of awareness and understanding where space is and where to be to cut out the ball. Yeah, Moises Caicedo cannot do everything. Claude Makélélé had Thiago Mendes. He had Essien. He had Lampard. Yeah? Kante had Matic, Kovacic, Jorginho. Who the fuck does Caicedo have? He's got Lavia, who's got a season ticket in A&E. People today were telling me Liam Delap. I was in the shed and I was in the shed and lower, isn't it? So I got to watch Liam Delap up close, and I can tell you, that guy has so much holes in his game. He can't hold up a ball. Somebody was telling me, "Oh, hold up." Someone was saying, "Hold up the ball to Delap." Yeah, that guy couldn't hold up a pillowcase. He's that bad. He's that bad. He's got so much holes in his game. He can barely spin a man. The fact that we let Nicholas Jackson go, yeah, a guy that can get 14 to 17 Premier League goals, and we replaced that with Liam Delap, a guy who got 12 goals from Ipswich with no pressure on him, and most of them were a lot of them were penalties. And we've also got João Pedro in. I'm going to make a prediction. João Pedro and Liam Delap will not get more goals together without penalties than Nicholas Jackson did. I'm that confident. These guys can't score. These guys can't bury a chance. They can't do nothing. They're absolutely fucking useless. I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, it's interesting you're talking about up top, because defensively, that's where we've really conceded. I mean, we could have easily won the game 2-0. But, I mean, you're still not happy with the front line.
Yeah, I'm not happy with the front line. The defense, but like I said, a lot of our issues come from the transition and also throw-ins and set pieces. We can't defend those to save our lives. There's no leadership there. But that's a result of poor forecasting from our owners. Why didn't they bring in a centre back? We win the Club World Cup. We spanked PSG with the world to see, and then that is a ticket to go buy a player. Do you remember when we defied all the odds and we beat Bayern at Munich in 2012? Who did we sign? Who was that left winger that United wanted, that everybody in the world wanted, but he came to us? Do you know his name?
Eden Hazard.
Yeah, that's it. Eden Hazard. Listen, Chelsea are in a bad place.
And this year we got
Gittins and Garnacho. Yes. Chelsea on a bad. Listen, Chelsea on a bad.
It's not quite Hazard. It's not quite.
It's not quite Hazard. But you see, when you win those sorts of trophies and you win in that fashion, you have a chance to sign someone.
Yeah.
We don't.
We did though. We had the chance.
Oh,
I mean, we could have paid the money for Osman. We could have paid for a number of
We could
players.
have paid for Semenyo. We could have paid for a lot of players. We could have got Rodrigo. Put him on 200k a week. Tell him to come to Chelsea. I know he's in bad form right now, but that's because of them just having too much egos in that team. Listen, do you know what I think when I see Chelsea today? Do you know who they remind me of? Do you remember that 2010 Arsenal team with Andre Arshavin, Robin van Persie, Cesc Fabregas? But they didn't really help those guys. We've got something similar with Reece James, Caicedo, Cole Palmer. We've got a good unit, but the guys around them are absolutely garbage. That's what we got. And then what happened? Robin van Persie left and he went to United. Sooner or later, teams are gonna go for Palmer. They're gonna go for Caicedo. I know we got them on these death row contracts, but what happens when they say, "Fuck this, I'm not with this project anymore"? We're not winning nothing. We're not going anywhere. This is our tradition. We can't. I don't know what it is with these owners, bro. They're like Leonardo DiCaprio. They want people under 25. That's what they want. Yeah. Remember when we signed Thiago Mendes on loan to go, and then we went on to win the league with Mourinho, where we conceded 15 goals. Remember when we signed Didier Drogba, 25 years old? A lot of people think that Didier Drogba was a young guy when he came to us. No, he was in his mid-20s. You know what I mean? This is baffling to me. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know where we go from here. We are cooked in the end of the season. We have to go to Anfield. We have to go to Villa Park. We have to go to the Emirates. We have to play Newcastle. We are in such a bad place. We have to go to the Stadium Light as well, and we're not going to get any reinforcements in January. People are looking at Enzo Maresca, but I'm sorry, Pep Guardiola couldn't do nothing with the squad. This squad is average.
You know, I actually agree with that. I agree. Guardiola would struggle with this team. I've said that I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, people think that Chelsea have gone down. We haven't gone down. We've plateaued. This is the maximum that you're going to get out of this squad. A Club World Cup here, a Conference League here, maybe a League Cup, maybe an FA Cup, if we can beat our 8-year domestic curse. And then we haven't won the league in 9 years. Next the end of next season is going to be 10 years.
Last time we won the league, I lived in Spain. Fact.
Yeah.
Didn't even live in the country when we won the league.
Last time we won the league, I was in sixth form. Yeah, don't look at me, but I'm fucking old. I'm fucking old, bro. My knees, my back will tell you I'm old. Bro, I don't know what we're gonna do now because Enzo Maresca can't do nothing with this squad. We don't want to assist him. We don't want to sign players that are good. We don't want to sign players that are older. I don't understand this. We sign Thiago Silva. We go on to win a Champions League. We sign Gianfranco Zola at the age of 31, I believe. We went on to win Club World Cups against Real Madrid. We go on to win FA Cups. Marcel Desailly was not a young guy when he came to us. Listen, I've got nothing else to say.
I feel your frustration, man.
Oh, you're back, father.
Yeah, I was about to retransfer you anyway. But yeah.
Hey, man. Big up to Nima Des fully. The club is done for the decade. Quote unquote data driven. There you go. We love the data, don't we? We love the data. Don't mean the data is getting us anywhere, guys. Don't know if we've figured that one out yet. Doesn't look like the data is doing too well.
No,
But this is something that has been spoken about with the ownership for a long time. And I'm going on TalkSport tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'm going on there tomorrow, and I'm gonna I can't believe what I'm saying, honestly. I don't even know what more I have to say. I feel like I went all in last year before the protest.
Yeah, I hear it.
I mean, I went on there and I said our ownership are killing us last year. I don't really know what else to say. What else can you say?
Pretty much the same conversation that we've been repeating for about since the Clear Lake took over. And do you know what? It's the way that they just don't want to take accountability. That's just show arrogance. So much arrogance with these owners, man.
It's greed. It's greed. Ultimately, it's greed. They want more and more and more, but actually, that greed is gonna bite them. It's gonna come back to bite them because this is just crazy.
Absolutely
ridiculous. I hope that this is the catalyst for private equity never being allowed in football again. I hope this is the catalyst for that. I hope that people wake up and realize and see what's happened to Chelsea and use that as an example as why it should never be allowed. I think government should maybe that should be an English thing. Maybe that UEFA get involved. Maybe FIFA get involved. I don't know. Private equity should never ever be allowed in football. And I think that that's like a very fair understanding, or at least if they are involved in football, they should have very, very minute shares, really minute. They shouldn't be allowed to have, it's ridiculous. I am going to play a clip from 10 months ago. This is when I was on with Jeff and Ali McCoist. And I think that the words I was saying, the passion I was speaking with, I've been going for 3 hours, but I think it's, I pretty much stand by most of what I've said. I mean, I was speaking about the manager at this point. I was pretty much done with Maresca, which to his credit, he won me over winning the Club World Cup. I didn't love the guy. I've never felt like a huge connection to him. I personally would never have hired him. I wouldn't have trusted him to be the guy to lead us forward. But, we did. And we won 2 trophies and we got top 4. And now we're going to bring in someone with even less experience, even less credibility than Maresca. At least Maresca, by the way, worked with Pellegrini and Guardiola. Has experience. Liam Rosnier was at Hull.
It was at Brighton as well.
Hull and Brighton. But of course he was at Brighton. Why are we even questioning that?
So before they got Potter.
Sorry, mate?
2015 to 2018. He was at Brighton.
Please hold my own against TalkSport clowns. Yeah, I will. I will. I mean, I don't really know how to approach it There's a part of me that's like, Alex, just go guns blazing.
Just be honest, innit? I would just be honest with yourself.
There's
honestly.
another part of me that's like, you know, let's just talk about the reality of Chelsea, which is a more depressing discussion. I mean, our reality is just, it's just
Nothing wrong if you're being honest though when you go in a phone call with Talksport. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I think the execution of it. I think that maybe you could do it the way that you address it, like, you know, because I know you've been in multiple talks, but just address about it.
I mean, what did I say last year? This is the ownership are killing us. I clashed with Jeff.
Class goalkeeper, you haven't got a dominant defender, you haven't got a striker, you haven't got a leader.
Yep.
So where did that money go? For more on this now, we're joined by the host of Chelsea Fan TV, Alex Harris. Morning, Alex.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. How's it going?
Yeah, good, mate. Look,
going well, mate.
Before we get on to Jorgensen and goalkeepers and the such like, taking an overview of the season, I mean, you finished 6th last season with 63 points. At the moment, you're 7th, and you've only got 43 points. Are you confident that you're going to finish higher and on a higher number of points than last season?
If you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I would have said yes. Now I have to say no. We are just a mess. We are a mess from top to bottom. And the last time I come on here and I spoke to you, Jeff, I spoke about them. Just to be clear, guys, this was roughly a year ago. So for those of you who are just jumping in, this is not a recent interview, but it's about the ownership and everything. So that's why it's relevant. Manager, I spoke about Robert Sanchez. We've just seen what's happened with Jorgensen. I thought he was better than that, but even still, he's inclined to have a couple of bad games, because if you can keep playing Sanchez for as bad as he's been, Jorgensen deserves a couple of months at least. But from my standpoint, I think that Maresca's almost in an impossible situation, and the players are in a way as well, because they can only play with the players around them. We don't have a manager who's competent enough to adapt a system. We don't have directors who are willing to sign the right players. We don't have an ownership that care enough to strive and be ambitious. You look at Aston Villa and you compare them to Chelsea. What is the difference? And I'll tell you the difference. The difference is you have a team that is ambitious and a team that has no ambition. And, you know, I don't want to talk about it too much because I know you want to speak about the game, but it's worth touching on the fact that tomorrow as well, there will be a protest at 6 o'clock, and a lot of Chelsea fans, myself included, will be there. I know that Simon spoke with Stevie, one of the Chelsea fans, and he absolutely he killed him. He killed him, and he didn't get a chance to get his point across. So I will, because it is really important that we speak about this, Jeff. Our ownership are killing us. They are killing us. We went from having the best owner in world football to having a consortium who don't care about us. We had Jonathan Goldstein coming out saying Enzo Maresca's job is secure. Oh, that's brilliant. Coming from a Spurs fan, because that means a lot. You really care about the club, don't you? We have no spine after £1.5 billion spent. We don't have a competent striker. We don't have any depth in the centre-back roles. We don't have any quality there. We didn't replace Silva. We don't have a goalkeeper. We're probably in the double digits now in terms of how many goalkeepers we have at this football club. We picked our manager from a championship side. Where are the standards at this club? Nobody cares about football anymore. Unfortunately, it's all about business, which isn't a problem because you can still be successful. But the fact that we're so incompetent and it seems like we are totally blind to the mess that we have created for ourselves, that is why I'm so concerned as a Chelsea fan. Oh, not to mention the fact that Todd Bowley's on the board of Vivid Seats as well. If you want to get a ticket to the game on Southampton, you probably can, but it would be upwards of 500 quid. So if you fancy spending a bit of extra money to watch Chelsea lose again, you can always do that.
You know something, Alex? I'm going to tell you something, mate, right? Simon's entitled to his opinion, but the one thing that you boys are entitled to is your opinion. Now, a lot of people will say, what are they moaning about? You know, they're getting a lot of money spent on their team and in their club, and it's not been used correctly. But you're absolutely well within your rights to be concerned about your football club, no matter whether you're spending money or not. I actually think just about everything you've said, I actually agree with, to be honest with you. The one thing you can't say that the managers and coaches haven't been backed, because they have, because money's been given. But the people, I take your point. You've got a problem with the people that are spending the money, the people that are giving the money, and the way they're using the money. Is that fair?
Absolutely. And the thing is, this is one of the points of confusion we've had around this protest, is people are going, what is the clear message here? And my stance is very simple, because there are people that think different things. You've got Bleak out. People don't like the ownership. You've got Winstanley and Stewart out, the directors. And then you've got change the model. All right. So you've got three different things that people are unhappy with. And you could argue that all of those things could be protested for different reasons. Now, my stance on it is very simple. It doesn't matter if you have three groups of people at this protest, because they all have one thing in common. They are not happy. They feel like we are being run into the ground. And quite frankly, we were singing in December, we've got our Chelsea back, but that was before the January window. We saw how unambitious we are, and the fact that we are moving backwards. We are moving backwards. We have a coach that's worse than last season. We have an ownership that don't learn from their mistakes. And we're not going to finish in a European spot. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even see how are Chelsea going to finish above Bournemouth the way we're playing. I saw Newcastle beat Nottingham Forest. Are we going to finish above them? Honestly, I ask you this, guys. Do you think that Chelsea can finish in a European position? Forget Champions League. Let's not waste our time there. But maybe a Conference League spot or a Europa League spot if we're lucky. If we don't win the Conference League, then our season is done.
You know what, Alex? I take your points, but a lot of football fans are going to be saying, that Chelsea fans have got a sense of entitlement here because you spent an absolute fortune on players. I've got a text here saying Chelsea weren't that bad. They could have gone 2-0 up early in the game. How do the owners not care? They spent over £1 billion on players. Wow, another protest against an owner. This is truly embarrassing. Well, yeah, but that's not the point, is it? Nobody's saying that their judgment has been good, because it clearly hasn't. But to say they don't care, Jill's texted in and said, she was a Manchester United fan, saying, join the club, Alex. Manchester United fans are going to point out what's happening at their club and saying it's much, much worse than what's happening at Chelsea.
You make a very fair point, Jeff. And people are totally entitled to say that. The decline of Manchester United since the Glazers took over was slow and steady. They still picked up league titles. Took them quite a long time before they got to the situation they're in now. We have been under this consortium for 3 years, and we're already talking about the fact that we're a mid-table club. We have an owner that actually relishes the opportunity to be like Brighton. Can you believe that? He said that publicly. He's come out and said, we love the Brighton model. Why? Because they are profitable, because they spend 10% of their revenue on their wages, and they are a profitable, stable, mid-table club. When he was actually speaking about this, Egg Barley, he spoke about this publicly with the owners of AC Milan at a conference in America, I think. And he said, you're going to make money on this deal. You're going to make money on this deal. Everything is about money. It's not even the fact that we're guessing this stuff. I'm just quoting people at this point. And you look at Feliciano. He says, we care more about having a good business model than success on the pitch. I just spoke about Jonathan Goldstein. He's not even a Chelsea fan, and he owns a part of the club. Do you think he cares about the future of this football team? There's no ambition whatsoever. And we've got Hansi Viss. The only reason Hansi Viss is involved in Chelsea is because he doesn't like Abramovich. I mean, what are we doing here?
Alex, look, it's great to hear your passion, mate.
Magic, Alex.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well,
Father, look, you've been to other countries, mate. Where are you from originally? Indonesia?
Yeah.
I think we can both agree that the UK is a pretty depressing country at the moment. Everyone's got an escape in their life. Our escape is Chelsea, mate. Chelsea is no longer an escape. Not like this. We are It's like the government have found another way to tax me. I'm being taxed by my own football club. I don't even want to pay the money. I just pay it anyway.
We've been fed by lies. We've been lied to, innit? That's what it is. Whenever, because sometimes I just stop reading the news. Of, let's say, I'm not gonna read the news unless it's an Ornstein news, because other news like the Times, the Steinberg stuff, the Times Sport, they just spoil a bunch of noise, it's a bunch of nonsense PR, Matt Law. It's just too much noise, man. Honestly. Maybe that's why maybe it's time to some of us get out of country.
I've got family in Dubai.
Half the Chelsea fan.
I can go and see George and Eunice. Although I don't think Eunice likes me. I'll just go and see George.
There
you go.
I might go back to Thailand or go Indonesia. Or
Have a bit of fun in Thailand. There you go. You and Matt.
But again, man, it's just it's just a repeating same old conversation. This is why from the start of the season, I'm not gonna gas up this team because there's just too much inconsistency with our current squad. I've said it earlier, we've got the youngest squad in Europe. Second, I think, is PSG. But even then, PSG just added a bit of Marquinhos. Kvaratskhelia is literally an experienced player, but still, they're in thereabouts. They won the Champions League last year, so if we want to get this club to that level, we need to sort ourselves in terms of the way that we execute things behind the scenes. At the moment, it's been a failure of execution. Yes, we won the Club World Cup, fantastic, but again, it's just you're still papering over the cracks. I could say, well, I'm not gonna have any more chess though. By the time we get into the, let's say, if we're gonna get many Man City away, are we gonna chanting champions of the world? Maybe, but you're probably gonna chant a Roman Abramovich chant on Sunday. So. Yeah.
We're going to wrap it up there, Father. 3 hours, 17 minutes. I've spoken about this enough.
Love Chelsea, hate Clear Lake.
Oh, God. Smash the like button. Jesus. Smash the like button. Subscribe. We'll see you against Fulham. We will see you against Fulham.
You won't be there Sunday?
Oh, fucking City, isn't it? City, isn't it? Is it City first? My fault. My fault.
I'm glad I'm flying there. Fuck, I'm taking the trains.
Yeah, you're right. City Fulham. Big up to everyone. Really appreciate your time. If you're an ex, retweet, follow us on YouTube, all the rest of it. Up the Chelsea.
Love Chelsea, hate Clear Lake.